Amazing. I've got another fact for you coming up. I have. But let's show you this first. Craft card. Do you know what? I love craft card. I love white embossing powder on craft card. I love Posca pens or white gel pens. They just look amazing. They really, really do. And it gives you that organic look, doesn't it? Very popular last year and the year previous, and I think it's going to be even more popular this year. You can do some really nice, cool Scandinavian style designs on here. A really nice texture and build to the card, and a great weight as well. Size-wise, 125 by 175 millimetres. Would you say, well, it's not an A5, it's not an A6, is it? We were talking about the adoption of the A-class measurements. That came from Germany, adopted as an international standard in the 1970s. But it was developed in 1920 in Germany. So this is 125mm by 175mm. You get 100 sets in total, and £9.99, saving £10. You also get the envelopes as well. Look at that, amazing. You could use the envelopes if you want to make a little booklet. Here, you just put the envelopes inside, or you can use them as intended and just use them as envelopes for the cards that you are making. Now, an A5 is 210mm by 148mm, so that gives you an idea of the size. So it's just a little bit shorter. In fact, let me grab here we go. Let me grab an A4, because an A4, if you fold an A4, that's an A5, okay? And then if you do that again, it's an A6. So that's the size. It's just a little bit shorter, a little bit thinner. There you go. Just to give you an idea of the size you get. It's a really good size, actually. 065671 is your item number. Another paper fact for you. I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, have picked up a piece of paper sometime in our life and have made a paper aeroplane. Have you made a paper aeroplane, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Lottie, have you made paper aeroplane? Yes. Jimmy? Oh, of course, and I have too. And I bet you have as well. I bet you have as well. Whether it be at school or just there in the house, just throwing something into the bin. Well, here's your fact. The world record was beaten in 2012, and the furthest a paper aeroplane went was 63.19 metres. Not miles, metres. That's a long way. How far's this studio? Probably 25 metres, would you say, Jack? 25 metres, give or take, 20, 30. So probably twice this studio. That's a long way, because it's not all about the throw. Doesn't matter how you project your aeroplane, it's still paper, isn't it? So it's got to be the build and the quality of the paper. I don't know whether it's part of the Olympics or not, actually. That's a very good question. Why don't you try, now we're doing card folding, aren't we? Remember, 11 times. If you can fold a piece of paper more than 11 times, take a picture, send it in and let me know. And also, have a go with a paper aeroplane out your window. Not near a road though. Right, we've got some paper for you. Rainbow paper, all the colours of the rainbow. 235 GSM, that's not paper, that's card. Yeah, paper grows up to be card when it's about 170 GSM. Yeah, it does. It does, it graduates into card. We've got some lovely colours here for you, haven't we? And they're assorted. So £9.99, 100 sheets. How much is that? Is that a penny a sheet? 9p a sheet. 9p a sheet. That is great value for money. 909 455 is your item number. And it's great quality as well. Single-sided where the colour is related. But if you do like your matting and layering, you could do some fantastic mat and layers with these, because you've got all the colours of the rainbow to play with and all the different combinations that you can choose from. So you've got 3 there, for example. Let me take those away. Let me grab a peachy colour. What would I put that with? Oh, do you know what? That'd be nice, those 2 colours together. Quite a nice contrast. And then maybe bring a little bit of orange in there. So maybe build up the layers again and have the orange in the middle. Why not? Experiment. Beautiful, aren't they? Great if you're doing any cards for Easter. £9.99. It's a happy hour deal for this hour and this hour only. 904 455 is your item number if you want to go for those. Right, we've got some things to show you. Your A4 textured card in sky blue. We do have that available for you, £9.99, saving £20. That's a huge saving. And here it is. There you go. 100 sheets in total, 250 GSM, so great for your constructions, great for making cards. It's a beautiful sky blue colour. That would be a great accompaniment to your rainbow cardstock. Now, the most popular item on the show is your magnetic sheets. Of course it is. You love your storage. We are limited stock, everybody. Limited stock on your magnetic sheets. If you do want to go for those, pop them into your basket and check on out. 933 686 is your item number. You get 10 sheets in total. Now, if you're buying anything in the show and you don't want to pay any P&P, because let's face it, it's a happy hour deal, here's how you can do it. Here's Oleone.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Right, so let's take you through all the different options we've got available for you from Jelly Bean Crafts. It's great to have them here on Hochanda, and it's great to have a full hour, a happy hour as well, which means we've got discounts for, well, we had half the hour. We've got discounts for 28 minutes and 28. Oh, that was good. 28. But that clock is tick-tick-tocking. Yes, it is. Thank you for your picture, by the way, sent in with the storage on the magnetic sheets. That's very, very busy. This is a great use for your magnetic sheets. We've still got a handful left. If you want to get hold of those, head to the website, grab hold of them. Do check out your baskets. Really important. We've got 2-minute queues on the phone lines. But here's your chance now. 10 of them, limited stock, £9.99, 933 686 is your item number if you want to get hold of those. We've been very, very, very busy for them. Right, here we go. We have got some cardstock for you and envelopes. So this is a great stock to have in your stash, and it gives you the capability of just reaching out and making a card. So you've got 5 cards to make. You've got people's birthdays coming up. Rather than going out or sourcing those pieces of card online, get this as a bundle into your basket today. £12.99. You've got the score line in there, so it will take that card and turn it. Is that now size-wise? Size-wise, are we going for the... Is that A5 folded in half? I think so, and you do get that even fold as well because it's already pre-scored for you. You know, if you've tried to fold cards yourself, sometimes you can go a little bit over the edge and then take yourself over the edge because you can't get it right. This is already pre-scored for you. It's just shy of an A5. It's 7 inches by 5 inches, so just shy. Good size, £12.99. If you're thinking, well, hang about, Janice, I've got A5 envelopes. It's okay, we've got envelopes for you as well. Yep, we have. And we've got the right size, look at that, the right size to fit your cards in. So that's sorted, which is brilliant, because how many times have you made a card and then gone to search for an envelope and not found one? It's really frustrating, isn't it? We've got your envelopes sorted, 100. We've got your cards sorted, 100. That's why it's 200 pieces in total. 010887 is your item number if you want to go for those, which is great. Next up, we've got some envelopes for you. And again, it's great to have stock of envelopes because if you are used to folding your card, cutting your card stock, then you've got your envelopes to go. These are 6 by 6. It's a great value bundle, it really is. And with your envelopes, yes, you can use them as an envelope, or you can start maybe to stick them together, and you can start to create and make pages of a book if you wanted to. Lots of different ways of using your envelopes. Brilliant deal, 200 pieces in total, £11.99, saving £4 on that. 313504 is your item number. Right, your mirror card, always popular, but it's only popular when you get great quality, and that's why this is very busy and very, very popular as well. You've got your gold and your silver. So if I just take that, can I just lift up the pile? Because when you see them all together, you can see just how luxurious they are. So all your gold and all your silver there. Great for your posh cards, isn't it? Great for your posh projects, matting and layering, for example. It could be your base layer, it could be the framework to your project. You could be using these with your mixed medias on there and just experimenting. Now, the mirror card itself is single-sided, so it's white on one side, gold or silver on the other. Beautiful finish, really nice. It's a satin finish, isn't it? And you can see there as we just bend that, the shine on there. You're getting 40 sheets of each. That's 80 sheets in total. 925302 is your item number. Do you know what? I'd like to go to the factory and see how they make this. I would, because you've got that. I don't know, how would they... Mr. Jellybean, Mrs. Jellybean, if you are watching, let us know. How do they get that mirrored effect and that gorgeous finish on what is really a piece of white card? How do they do that? What's the process? We would love to know. Of course, you can take your mirror card through your die cutting machines. You can do it. It's very flexible as well, actually. So if you want to make constructional boxes and things like that, then you can do. And there's your silver, gold and silver. Mirror, almost a mirror, isn't it? Yeah, when it hits the light, it's fabulous. And if you just give it like that, you can see how it draws the colour in and draws the colour out wherever you are taking that. And that's just showing you that gold at the bottom. There you go. So gold and silver, they could be yours, £9.99 if you get them in your basket. 925302 is your item number. It works out to be 13 pence per sheet. 13 pence per sheet. Now we've got some striped embossed card for you. You've been very busy for this. Doesn't surprise me. It's a really nice finish. It's a really nice finish to your cardstock, and maybe cardstock that perhaps you've not used before. If you get, there you go. If I just hold that, yeah, you can see that. And the way that that's been constructed and engineered means if you did want to take your paper around something, then it's going to just go perfectly because of the way you've got that corrugated almost style to it, which is really nice. So here's the thing. If you were to get your paper and you were to cut it in like 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, or 4 inches, whatever, you could make, what do you call it, the paper links, the paper chains. The paper chains? Yeah, we used to have those up at Christmas time. You could make your own, because that just goes around perfectly, but it's got a really nice texture to it as well, so if you're going to colour it, it's very nice. £9.99, 117 122 is your item number. Saving £20 on that. Saving £20 on your stock. Right. Have they sold out? Your magnetic sheets, everyone, they've gone and sold out, everyone. They've gone and sold out. Told you we were busy. Well done, everyone, for getting those before we did sell out. Right, your super smooth. Oh, we love a bit of super smooth, don't we? Great for stamping, crisp images time and time again. For your embossing, crisp images time and time again. Doing your Zentangle Dingle Dangle time and time again, crisp finishes. Using your jelly roll pens on here, absolutely perfect. Watercolour, yes, super smooth. We'll accept your watercolours, your alcohol markers, your acrylic paints. There's no end to the talents for your super smooth card. That's why it's always really, really popular. 350 GSM, so it's got a good sound on it. Love a good wiggle. Don't really do it that way. There you go. That's it. £9.99, £13 is your saving for this hour, and this hour only. 350563 is your item number. 20, how many? 21 minutes to go. 21 minutes to go. 21 minutes to go. In your happy hour deals, yes. At the top of the hour, all these prices are going back to whence they came. So it's a good idea to get them in your basket and check on out. Now, we need some inspiration from you guys. So, you know, we're selling different card stocks, different finishes. We'd like some inspiration from you. We've still got time. Email in your projects if you're using card stock, just to show us what you're making, what you're inking up, what you're painting, what you're constructing. It would be lovely to see them. And it is studio@hochanda.com. We are heading into the spring, so lots of new projects coming up. Right, we've got your pearlescent card, beautiful, luxurious pearlescent card. This is lovely. It's single-sided. So if you wanted to fold it, for example, you've got that lovely pearlescent finish on the outside. You've got the plain on the other side, which is great because it's a great contrast, don't you think? If I just take that over there. You've got that great contrast going on, but also if you're folding this in half, if you're using this landscape or portrait, you've got that lovely outside to your card, and then you've got the white on the inside to do all your designs on. Matting and layering, absolutely perfect. Get these two together, your gold and your copper. Let's just pop that. Look how great they would be to matte and layer, which is superb. Dare I say the chocolate and the green? Oh, it's like a chocolate lime. Ooh, who likes chocolate limes? Do you like chocolate limes, Jack? I don't think I know anyone that likes a chocolate lime. If you do, email in. It is a weird combination. You've got that zesty lime with chocolate, but in card, it looks amazing. Those two together, it looks really nice. But if you're eating chocolate limes, no, not so much. Right, lots of different colours here with your pearlescent. Let me get some more to show you. Let me get it the right way. Let me grab these together so you can see the different colours that you're getting. Because we're going from greens to creams to browns to whites. And again, all in that pearlescent look as well, giving you that luxurious finish. Remember, these are a plain white on the inside, but a beautiful, luxurious pearlescent. And they're between 230 and 350 GSM. 344993 is your item number. I think I can actually do that party trick where I could close my eyes and just pick up a piece of paper and let you know what it was. Maybe we should do a show like that. It'd be interesting. Here we go. Another paper fact for you. Did you know that America gets through something like 90 million short tons of paper and cardstock every year? 90 million. 90 million. That's why recycling is so very, very important. Now, oh my word, this is a great collection. If you're going for anything in the show, this is a great collection to go for at £10.99. First of all, you're saving £19. You're getting 90 sheets, anywhere between 250 and 400 GSM. And they're all embossed differently. You might get 2 or 3 the same. Now, let me go through, that's a pearlescent, let me go through the different effects you're getting. First of all, grey linen, 270 GSM. This is your grey linen embossed card, so you can see the effect there. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it does look like that expensive wallpaper that people once had, and probably people still have. This is your ultra fine linen. The next one I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring that in. And that is your 400 GSM, so that's your ultra fine linen. You can see that really nice effect on here. The next one along is your hammer embossed. Let me drop this one in for you. Your hammer embossed. There you go. So that's your hammer embossed. Really like that. On the other side, it's smooth. That side, you've got that hammer embossed. That'll look great with your inks. Now, this is a nice one. This is your striped emboss. Striped emboss. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? In fact, you know, this would be really nice if you were to cut this in strips. Cut this in strips and then colour it. It would almost give you the effect of like a satin ribbon. Maybe. Maybe. It's worth a go. It's worth a try. Worth a go. Look at this one. This one is your polka dot embossed. Now that is great. And if I turn this the other way, you've got the deboss. Yeah. Look at that. Now imagine joining all those little dots up with like a fine liner pen. That would be great for doodling. They look like dominoes, don't they? Then another couple to show you. You're getting your blue laid card, There you go, you can just about work that out. Yep, it's like a stripe inside. Did we have a look at the hammer embossed? We did, didn't we? I'm going to show it you anyway. I don't know whether, I think we've seen the majority of them now. That's your hammer embossed. And you're also getting your black laid card as well. And also your natural. Yeah, what a great deal. 467093 is your item number. We're getting busy for that now. £10.99, saving £19 on your happy hour deal for this hour and this hour only. Right. Oh my word, I've got great news. Your magnetic sheets, we've got some back on extended delivery. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Jellybean. We love that. These have proven to be really popular. We've got them back. So here's the thing. I would definitely, if you want them, get them into your basket and check on out, because look at this display. This is amazing. You could have something like this on your wall to keep all of your dies. Isn't that a brilliant idea? Even if you were just putting 2 sheets on the wall, that's a brilliant idea. If you're putting them on MDF storage, that's a brilliant idea as well. One side is magnetic, so the other side you can stick onto the wall with your favourite and appropriate glues and sticky stuff. Yeah, £9.99. No wonder we were so busy for that. 933686 is your item number. Right, we've got your black folded card now, pre-scored, which is brilliant, pre-scored. Looks like a little bird, doesn't it? Put a little beak on there. Limited stock for this. Do you know what? Not just card making, but you imagine, I know the envelopes are a little bit bigger, but bear with, sound all nesta. Right, there you go. If that was trimmed down, that could be the cover of your book. And then if you had white or any other paper, they could be pages. So this is a really good way to be like the cover of a little journal or something. But they're all pre-scored, so the hard work's done for you. They are black through to the core as well, which is important, because you might want to die cut some of these, or you might want to edge some of them. So you've got that lovely black core as well, which means it's a true black. True black is fabulous to work on with your neon colours or your white Posca pens. Very nice, beautiful finish as well, with that gorgeous, really deep black finish. Love that, which is great. So there you go, all pre-scored beautifully as well. So you can finger press them, nail press them, or bone folder press them. And you've got your envelopes as well. So when these are folded in two, instead of going, oh, I've not got an envelope, that'll fit perfectly. Brilliant. And they're all self-adhesive envelopes as well. So you could just tuck that into there or open that up. Now, on the show at 7 o'clock tonight, we've got or you can find on the website, it's a really cool wax embossing, which would look brilliant on the back of that envelope. Yeah, like a wax seal. That would be lovely. So that's a great little kit to get. It's an essential. It's £14.50. 041176 is your item number. Right, next up we've got craft card. Oh, I love this. Oh, do you know what? If I had a Posca pen, if I had a jelly roll pen, I'd just be doodling on these. I just love these. If you've got a rustic wedding coming up, or you just like lovely rustic style cards to make throughout the year for Easter, for, would you get these in time for Valentine's Day? You might do. Or a belated Valentine's Day. Christmas would look fantastic. £9.99. 065631 is your item number. 100 sets. When I say a set, I mean your folded card, and I love the texture that's in there. And you get your envelope as well. Big saving. Half price, saving £10. What a wonderful deal. 065631. Now, if you're a Freedom member, all of this delivered to your door with no P&P to pay. So maybe the first person you're going to thank is your post person, and you will be able to make a card for them. I know, it's a great idea. 065631 is your item number. Right, next up we've got some rainbow card for you. It's card because it's 250 GSM, is it? I think it is. 235 GSM. You get 100 sheets in total. 904455 is your item number. If you want to go for these, which is a brilliant price, it really, really is. Now, we've had an email. I've not got my glasses, but I'm going to read this out. I'm sure I'll be able to focus. Hi Janice and the Happy Crew. Oh, Happy Crew says hello back. This is from Deborah, and we've got some emojis here. We've got a little palette emoji, a thumbs up emoji, a book emoji, and it's not a mouse trap. I think it's a money emoji. I'm not sure. I told you I didn't have my glasses on. I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't send a mousetrap emoji. Anyway, hi Janice and the Happy Crew, says Deborah. Here are some paper facts for you. Oh, fantastic. Love facts. Every tonne of paper that gets recycled saves 7,000 gallons of water and produces 73% less air pollution than making paper from new. Isn't that amazing? It's all about recycling. Banknotes in your wallet are made from cotton fibre, so they are more durable than normal paper. That's an interesting fact. These are great, Deborah. In 2012, a team of students from St Mark's School in Massachusetts managed to make 13 folds in one piece of paper. 13, not 11. I stand corrected. Thank you, Deborah. Happy paper crafting. Love, Deborah. Emoji, 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 emoji. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, that means this is folded once. Whilst you have a look at the beautiful, beautiful coloured cardstock we've got, I'm going to fold that piece of paper again, making 1, 2 folds, and you've got all the colours under the rainbow here to mat and layer. I'm folding it again. I think it's all to do with the folds. I'm going to fold it again. Now, 904455 is your item number, £9.99. You are saving a huge £16, but only for the next 9 minutes and 12 seconds. You are getting 10 of each colour there. So if you want to mat and layer, you can do. Great for Easter. I think these are going to be great for Easter because you've got those lovely pastel style colours, but also going through the summer as well for doing your flowers. Yeah. 904455 is your item number. Right, next up, your textured card in sky blue. Your textured card in sky blue. Very busy on that one, £9.99, 100 sheets in total, saving £20. Now, the next couple of items are limited stock. I'm just having to stand on the paper as I fold it, sorry. That's what I'm doing, if anyone suddenly thinks, what are you doing, Janice? Right, we are limited stock on the embossed card collection. Doesn't surprise me, it's a fantastic collection to get and well worth getting. So limited stock on that. And this is also limited. The black pre-folded or pre-scored cardstock and your white envelopes. So we've been very busy on the show. I'm just pressing down on the paper. You can come back to me, of course you can. I'm just pressing. Right, so far, folding. Let's open it up. This is how many I've done so far, because there is a world record of 13 folds. So, folded it, this is from Deborah, email. Fold it once, count at home, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. I don't know whether I'll get 6 times. 6 times. I can't do. It began with 7, then it went up to 11, then it went up to 30. How can they fold a piece of paper? How many was it? 13 times. It doesn't matter what size of paper. Well, that was very good. It might. Maybe a larger bit of paper would be easier. Here's the website. Yeah, here you go. Check out the 5-star reviews, plenty of them for Jelly Bean Crafts. Make sure you're checking out your baskets as well, because you've only got 6 minutes and 48 seconds to do so before the prices go back up. And our Catherine comes along with a brand new one-day special that she's launching. Yeah, our Catherine, fresh from the call centre, as per usual. If you want to know where Catherine is, just go to the stairs. She's either running up them or running... Well, she doesn't run up. She walks up them very professionally, then slides down the banister to come back down. Right, okay, my pick of the show. What was my pick of the show? I said the craft card. would be busy. I said the magnetic sheets were busy. We sold out, we bought them back. And I said the rainbow colours as well would be busy. And I think I've been right on all occasions, which is brilliant. Right, we've got 1 minute left. Now, you can go to the website. You will have 6 minutes from now-ish. The clock will come up in a moment. Yeah, just under 6 minutes to get your deals. But at the top of the hour, when we launch a brand new one-day special, then I am afraid these prices go back up to where they came. So if you want to go for your magnetic sheets, definitely get them into your basket. £9.99, saving £3, 933 686 is your item number. Great for storing your magnetic, your dies on there. Also great for using on the wall as well. We had that great picture. Now, the extended delivery is the 6th of February for your extended stock. We've got 15 seconds left of the live hour, but after that you will have a few moments left to grab your deals. They are happy hour deals. Take advantage of that and stock up with your card and your paper. Thanks to the team. Thanks for people emailing in. Stay where you are, though. Right, Creative Nestables one-day special is coming up next. Folia Papercraft with Zoe after that, and then back to the one-day special live at 8 o'clock.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Carol.
And I'm Hayley.
And together we are the Dreamies.
Dreamies have been around for 11 years now. We started with CD-ROMs, we've developed into stamps, paper pads, dies. We've now got the Dinky Inkies range as well, so we've got so much to bring to you at Hochanda.
We design everything in-house and we manufacture in the UK. We produce tutorials to inspire you to get the most from our products.
On the Dreamies shows, we hope to further inspire you with all the techniques and tips that we can offer, hopefully getting you to use all of your inks, your flower making techniques, and really build on all the skills you probably already have. Make sure you join us for the Dreamies shows on Hochanda.
Hi, we're the team from Daisy Bee Stamps. My name's Nina, this is Josie, and this is my dad Roy. And we design and manufacture our very own polymer stamps. So 3 years ago, we decided to embark on turning our own designs into polymer stamps. We're really excited about where this is going to take us in the future and how we can evolve those designs and keep bringing you something that's just so different. So we wanted to add an extra element to our stamp collection, and this was down to Josie. using her iPad and hand drawing the amazing sentiments that we now have in our collection. All our designs complement each other so that you can use them again and again to create something new. So make sure you don't miss the Daisy Bee shows on Hochanda.
A very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us here at Hochanda for the next one-day special. This is the launch hour, remember. We've got 2 shows tonight and a very special guest as well. It's all about Creative Slimline and DL Nestables. Now, we've got lots of lovely dies for you as well. We've got great savings for you. And in fact, I'm going to say right now, if you're not a Freedom member, you do want to be joining because it is a why not deal. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you do have a £10 saving. That's great, isn't it? But as a Freedom member, look at the saving, $18.99. So it does make it a why not deal. And we can split this down 3 ways as well. So let's show you the details there. 3 payments of £26.98. Now, these are lovely as well. I'm going to give you the item number 876850, and then we'll have a little look through everything. And then also we'll really bring home with you, I think, you know, the value of what you're getting here, because you're getting an awful lot of dies for your money. In fact, there are 53 individual dies here. Now, they are slimline and DL nestables, but that doesn't mean that you just have to make DL cards, does it? You can do all sorts of wonderful things with these. You could put hinges on them, cut over the page, join them together. You could fold them in half the other way, make mini albums. There's lots and lots of options. Now, you can see there how many different dies you're getting with different designs, straight edges, we've got stitching there as well, we've got kind of a distressed edge going on, we've got scalloped edges as well. In fact, there's an awful lot for your money. Remember, if you're not a Freedom member, you do want to think about joining. Item number 876850, just another reminder, just for a second, of the item number that you need for the one-day special. There we can show you the breakdown. In fact, this is your Freedom page, $5.97 for a month. That's all it is. So if you join for a month, look what you're saving here. The Freedom saving, including postage, is $8.99 plus that $3.95, which totals $12.94 on top, of course, of your fee there for the month. Now, we have got a very special guest with us, joining us live via Skype, and it's Lou Collins. I'm so delighted to see Lou. I've not worked with her for a while, and I think she's ready to say hello to us all. And I know she's got lots of demonstrations ready and waiting. Very good evening to you, Lou. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Are you okay? Are you well?
Yep, I'm very, very well, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful. Well, I'm very well also. Thank you very much, Lou. Now, tell us about the one-day special. We've got an awful lot of dies here, 53 dies in total.
Yeah, so 53 dies. I mean, you're going to be doing all sorts with these. We're looking at your card bases, your apertures, your frames. Your matting and layering is going to be absolutely perfect as well. And don't forget, you said perfectly, Catherine, how you can be folding these into pockets and mini albums and smaller cards as well. So they're the actual card base there. So there's so much you can do with these. They're like a crafting essential, aren't they? They're a staple for your crafting stash.
Definitely. We've just been looking at some wonderful samples there as well. Some amazing samples, absolutely gorgeous. Lou, I know you've got lots of demonstrations lined up for us as well using these. We've also got an inspirational video. I think we might see that a little bit later. But Lou, what have you got in store for us during this hour?
Okay, so I'm going to be mixing those nestable dies along with some other dies that I've spied beside you, Catherine, as well from Apple Blossom. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a mix of everything that's on the show tonight.
Wonderful. Well, we can't wait to see what you do have in store for us. So let's have another look for the moment of our one-day special, of course. So again, we'll just remind you there, don't just think about dies on your DL cards. Think way past that as well. They're so versatile. Now, available individually as well. I'm saying individually, we've got pairs for you. So as you can see, the top and the bottom. I think that's how it works. Is that how it works? It is, yes. Oh, it's side by side. So this is one pair. Another pair at the bottom and the same on the other side as well. Now, as pairs, £24.98. You can find them on the website. They are available as those pairs, but of course the saving, or the biggest saving, of course, is with the one-day special, especially if you've joined that Freedom Club. So do take advantage of those savings. Now, we do have other things to tell you about as well. So the next item, now this is from Apple Blossom. Absolutely gorgeous stamps here. We've got a paper pad as well. In fact, we've got a whole collection. Let's have a look at the stamps first of all. You can see we've got sentiments, beautiful fonts again. Love it when you get the mix of the uppercase, the lowercase, the different style of fonts as well. Lou, are you still there with us? Can you talk us through this particular set? This is lovely, isn't it?
Yes, of course. I absolutely adore these. I've been working with these the last week or so, getting ready for the show, so I can really hopefully show them off as much as possible. Really pretty. I think a dandelion, albeit it's actually a weed, isn't it? But I just think they are so pretty. We all loved them as children, didn't we?
Definitely.
Blowing the dandelion clocks. And tied in with butterflies as well. You've very much got that sort of spring feel to it. Along with of course, you've got the bouquet there as well. So you've got all the circles. You can do lots of layering, stamping, stenciling, and of course, you've got the matching paper pads as well. So lots of different techniques that can come out of these.
Lovely. And of course we do have that paper pad, which we will have a look at when we've had a good look at these stamps. Lots of detail in there, the florals inside the wings. Do you know, it gives you the opportunity, Lou, doesn't it, to stamp and emboss, or go crazy with your colours if you want to as well.
Yeah, you'll be giving all my demonstrations away, Catherine.
Oh,
but
sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm joking. Stamping and embossing these butterflies is stunning. The detail picks out beautifully, and those papers are amazing. I've never seen anything like these. They're beautiful.
They are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Look at this. I mean, you can see very soft, very muted there, but absolutely wonderful. You can, of course, stamp on top of this. You can spritz, you can emboss, you can do all those different things as well. There are 24 sheets in the paper pad. They are 180 GSM, so virgin almost onto a lightweight card there as well. Now, we've got how many different designs? 6 different designs there. 4 of each. You can see them on the front. They're very pretty, Lou. I love the fact that they're nice and soft colours. They're all almost diffused as how they're created there as well. But if you want to give that, you know, that pop of colour, that vividness to them as well, you could overstamp, you could spritz, you can do all those different things as well.
Absolutely. Again, those papers are definitely hinting towards springtime with those pastels.
They most certainly are. Oh, can't wait for that. Now, the price, £33.95, a £5 saving, item number 953314. Oh, wait and see what we've got for you next. Now, Daisy May Designs. Now, we've got more stamps, but these are very different. I think you'll probably recognise Daisy May. It's a company that comes here regularly to Hochanda as well. Now, Lou, tell me about these. These are really cute, aren't they? I'm smiling already. I can't help but smile when I see that first stamp there with the dog with the envelope in its mouth.
Oh, they're gorgeous. So Daisy May is all hand-drawn by the lovely Claire Rowlands. These have only actually recently been launched, so they're brand new. Really beautiful design. So this is Love is in the Air collection. But you've got dogs in there, you've got cats, you've got parrots, and then you've got your gardening theme there.
Yeah.
So with the little flower cart and all the different plants that you can mix and match. Each of the stamp set has sentiments that you can add in, and the sentiments, a lot of them are little puns and things. So different to something that you'd usually find in your sentiment stamps. And I love the way you can build up scenes and build up really fun images with these.
They are really lovely, aren't they? I mean, one of the stamp sets that we just looked at there was a little blackboard or an easel. You could easily write a little message in there or stamp something in there as well. So do look at every one of the stamps in this set. You've got an awful lot for your money. Again, 39 stamps in total. You're getting 5 sets. Oh, look at that, so long. I love it, long and the short of it, I love you. You see, those dogs, oh, if you're an animal lover, these are going to work their magic, aren't they, for all those different occasions, for male, female, of any age as well. Well, only $33.99 is the price, a £3 saving. Remember, you are getting 39 stamps here, 379,792. There you can see those lovely parrots as well. They're so in love, aren't they? Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, we have got more to show you as well. In fact, we're staying with Daisy May, and we're moving over to dies now because we've got some cross-stitch dies for you as well. Now, when we say cross-stitch, we don't mean kind of the stitch and cross-stitch in a sense. You can see the detail around the edge of the dies. I love these with the distressed edge as well. Now, you've got different options here. So the square and the circle is the first option. You can see there, we've got the heart and the star, and then the tags and the labels as well. These are beautiful. We have got some samples to show you as well, and you'll really, really understand how detailed these are and how effective these dies are as well. A £3 saving, £24.98, 667,626. Don't forget, you've got the choice there. 3 different options. Really, really good value once again. Look at those lovely cards as well. Now, the stamps that have been used on those cards aren't the same ones as the previous bundle, but they're very, very similar, so you can take inspiration from these here. Aren't they lovely with the bright colours as well? So if you want to go for the dies, 667,626. Now, we can have some more inspiration. Of course, we've got lots of goodies on the show, so let's give you that inspiration right now. Some lovely samples there, and of course we're just scratching the surface with the ideas there as well. So for the one-day special, we can also offer individual pairs for you. Does that make sense, individual pairs? Well, it does, doesn't it? We've got them on the website. We've got details at the bottom of the screen as well. So if we're looking at the bundle here, the 2 side by side, this is how you're putting the pairs together. You will find them all, of course, on the website there. The different edges to those rectangles as well. These are your slimline. Don't forget, you've got savings on every one of these. Those savings are carried over to the one-day special, then we give you extra savings on top. So they do add up, don't they? They certainly do. Maybe you've got favourites, maybe, you know, you've got a tight budget at the moment, or maybe you want to go for the full collection and take advantage of those savings. Well, I know Lou has got some fantastic demonstrations lined up for us as well, and I'm hoping she's ready to get going as well. Lou, are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm here for you. So I'm going to start with those nesting dies. Now, what I've done is I've put all of mine onto magnetic sheets. So I've got all of my slimline on one and then all of my DL on the other. And if you're wondering what's the difference, because of course they do look quite similar when they're side by side. The DL is your traditional DL. We've had this around for many, many years. So that's more your traditional cards. Your slimline is actually more of a contemporary look, more of a modern look, because it's actually quite a new shape, isn't it, the slimline? It's really in fashion now, I think. So I'm going to be using the slimline scallop, but I'm going to mix it because the beauty of these is that they also nest within each other. Okay, so just looking at the slimline ones, I think I'm going to take a few of these straight ones and build up a frame. So I'm just going to make sure that there we go, that sits in there. I might use the smaller ones actually, we'll see. Yeah, that sits nicely in there, and then I'll take the next small one. These are wonderful because you've actually got really small increments beside each one. so between one and the other you don't have a massive jump, a really big gap,
Yeah,
so you
of
can really
course.
get some nice fine borders. Okay, so pop those away. And I'm going to be working with some basic cardstock. So what I want to do is create something, maybe if you're a beginner card maker and you're wondering how you can really get the most out of these sort of frames or these dies. So I'm not using pattern paper. I'm going to really go with quite basic tools and techniques for this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is die cut 2 of these together. Now I'm going to go with the larger of the 2 rectangles I chose. And you can die cut these together at the same time as long as you're taping them down. So I just use a repositionable tape there.
Okay, yeah,
Pop
lovely.
those around. Making sure, now I'm just doing this by eye, but just making sure that I've got an even border all the way around, which that looks to be. I'm going to just run that through my die cutting machine. Now I've purposely not brought in my really large die cutting machine, just to sort of prove to you that you don't need a really large one. Some of these look quite big, don't they? But they'll still go through an A5 machine, even the largest ones. So from this, I'm going to get 2 things. I'm going to get a really pretty frame there.
Nice.
So it's nice, isn't it? You could even just use that with some acetate behind, or maybe a shaker card, perhaps. And then, of course, in the centre, you've got that rectangle. If you keep all of your rectangles, I mean, people might call that waste, but if you keep all of these, eventually you're going to have lots of mats and layers that you can fit together on other cards for your quick cards when you're in a hurry. Just take the tape off these because I want to show you as well.
These would be great for your penny sliders, Lou, wouldn't they, as well, because of the length of them?
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Oh, we had penny sliders on a few months ago. These would have been absolutely perfect. But yeah, so you've even got a really nice sort of a wave effect to the waist there that you could cut out again with a slightly larger die and then use that as another frame. So all of these pieces I would keep to the side and not throw out. Then I'm going to come to a darker colour and I want to cut the same frame again. So that's that die. And I'm just going to cut the slightly smaller rectangle. So we can see a little bit of the purple peeking out from the middle. Now just move my mat because my mat's slightly bent there, slightly bowed. And I'm just going to tape, if I tape this one down, just going to place my frame that I've already cut in just onto my die there. I'm not tacking it down, I'm just placing it so I can get an idea of whereabouts this one is going to sit.
Oh,
so
yes,
it's nice
that's a good tip.
central. Yeah, and you get a nice even border then because you're going to see that border peeking through the middle. So tack that down, a couple of pieces of tape there. There we go. I don't know what I'd do without my repositionable tape. So just gently remove that border now because it's going to get caught up. Come on. There we go. So that looks fairly even. I'll just cut that one out as well. There's one. What have I done with my other plate? Oh, it's under there. I'm working in a much smaller area today than I'm used to when I'm at the studio.
You're doing a great job, Lou. Don't worry about that.
Oh, thank you. It's always so different, isn't it? There we go. So now I've got 2 frames that I can layer up, and of course you can repeat this. You could do this with some colours. So I've got a pale lilac here. You could incorporate a really dark or even a dark purple or a black there, and you could do smaller and smaller frames showing that border off inside. I'll show you what I mean in a moment when I put these together. But you can really extend on this if you want to. But it's a nice, simple, quick and easy way of framing something like a sentiment. So you see there,
I can see an instant bookmark there as well with the piece that you've just taken out of the die, Lou.
Exactly. So there's those 2 together, mat and layer. That's perfect matting and layering because, of course, they're 2 nesting dies that are side by side. So that already, like you say, bookmark or some matting and layering for another card, whatever it may be.
Definitely. Well, I'll just let everybody know 10% of the one-day special is already gone. Off to a busy start, so please make sure you do check those baskets out. Don't forget, become a Freedom member as well. It is a why not deal. So if you are purchasing the one-day special, and you're not a Freedom member, join, because you will still make those extra savings. There you can see the breakdown there on the screen. You know, even after you've paid for that price for the month, the $5.97, and you can opt in and out, remember, you've still got the savings because of the postage, the extra savings, and we've got Flexi on this as well. A Freedom saving inclusive of postage is £12.94. There we go. You often see those bigger savings for Freedom members as well, remember that. OK, Lou, sorry about that. Just a little update.
That's absolutely fine. I'm really glad, because these, you're just going to absolutely adore these. I think they're going to be something that you're going to put, you know, the people who have magnetic sheets on their walls and the back of their doors. These are going to be the ones that stay out on those sheets all the time.
Definitely.
So my matting and layering, I've got, again, plain cardstock, but I'm keeping within the same sort of tones with those purples. So onto a card base that has actually been cut with one of the largest straight edge slimline dies. Then the matting and layering, which of course I know fits perfectly inside because it's another one of the dies. Then I have already gone ahead and I put foam tape on the back of the purple frame.
Lovely.
And again, foam tape on the back of the white one. I'll stick these together in a moment, but you can see the effect that we're starting to get. So you've got that really deep shadow box effect there. I'm not sticking these down. I want to do some stamping in a little while.
That looks really effective.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. And by using dies, you know everything lines up beautifully as well. So just popping that to the side. I'm going to do some stamping. Now I'm going to bring in those apple blossom dies.
Oh, nice.
The butterflies, they're so pretty. So we've got two different designs in them. This one has really pretty flowers in, and this one has like those dandelion heads and some foliage as well. We've even got the smaller butterfly down the bottom too. I'm going to be using a stamping platform just because I'm going to be doing embossing, so I want to make sure I've got lots of ink. So I'm going to do a few different impressions.
Lovely stuff.
So on parchment as well, actually, stamping and heat embossing on parchment is absolutely my favourite, one of my favourite effects in paper crafting. It looks beautiful. So I've already run, I don't know if you saw me, I've run over an anti-static bag on my parchment.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
I'll just bring that up a bit. I'm going to use the medium-sized butterfly here, position that on my paper. There we go, so pick that up. Now, let me see, I've actually got a brand new embossing ink. So especially for today.
A nice clean one there, Lou, I can see.
Yeah, really clean because it's brand new. It's just come in the post today, so I haven't even used it yet.
Oh,
so I
wow.
had to tap it with my finger to make sure it was wet. But it's just the thing with clear inks, you just have to check, don't you? So obviously clear ink onto parchment, you're not going to see a lot. So I am just going to do a couple of layers of the ink. I've got a very squeaky platform as well. But I'm going to do white embossing, and it just looks so pretty when it's done. So just grab my white powder there.
I'm just thinking as well, Lou, for someone that's maybe just new at paper crafting, maybe they've just got their first die cutting machine, this is a great bundle to really get someone going, isn't it? They're going to have everything they need to last them for a long time.
Absolutely, yeah, this is really going to set you up. I mean, these sort of dies will never go out of fashion. You'll find you're bringing them out time and time again. I mean, we have some dies where they are as such in fashion, don't we? And we might use them a few times, but then we don't really find the right occasion for them and things like this. But these can absolutely be every single occasion. There we go. And of course not.
Oh, we can see that. That looks so pretty already. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I will just pop my powder back because I'm very clumsy. So put that back into my pot. So my little powder catcher there is just an old card base that has got a bit of a mark on it, so I won't use it. I am just going to use my heat gun, so it might be ever so loud. It's right under the microphone, so it might be a bit noisy. But I'll do this as quickly as possible.
Okay, now we'll watch Lou do that. Just as we're watching Lou with the heat gun, of course, we'll just give you the details, our reminder of the Apple Blossom Bundle. This is beautiful. Now, you do get the butterfly stamp, amongst many others as well. It's a complete collection. We can show you a picture of everything you get in there. So you've got the stencil, you've got 3 stamp sets, and you've got that beautiful paper pad, which is 8 by 8, 24 sheets in there. 6 different designs as well, 4 of each design, with a £5 saving. But if you're adding that into your basket with a one-day special, you can split it 3 ways as well. But the price is $33.95 and the item number is 953314. Look
Thank
at
you.
that.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So I've already got one cut out, so I've just cut that in advance. You didn't need to see me fussing cutting that out. Didn't take long at all, actually, because of the raised area of the embossing powder. You can almost glide your scissors around alongside it, so it's very, very quick and easy to do.
Beautiful.
So on my card, the reason I've not stuck these down yet is because I'm going to do some stamping. So my butterfly is going to go around that area, so I want to make sure I'm stamping in this area. And just to ensure that I'm in the right place, I'm just going to do myself a little bit of a line where the edges of my frame are, where my butterfly is, and also very roughly that's my centre line. Now that will be very, very faint, and I can erase that later once my ink's dried, of course. But for now I've got a little bit of a guide to help me plan whereabouts my sentiment's going to go. Now I've got lots of sentiments to choose from. Of course, we've got all of these ones from the Apple Blossom collection, but I want one that's quite thin. So which one did I plan on? I think it was, oh, You Give Me Butterflies, that's right. Of course it works perfectly.
Oh.
So pop my paper in. Now this will overlap the edges ever so slightly, but that's fine. As long as I don't have any ink up on my edges, I'll be okay. And I've got my lines there, so I know whereabouts I want to put my sentiment and where the centre line is. So that should then fit perfectly inside those frames.
Lovely.
In fact, I can now drag my paper more into the middle of the stamping block. There we go. And this time I'm just going to use a black ink, so I'm not going to use my heat gun for this. I'm going on to a textured cardstock. So I'm going to stamp a couple of times to make sure I get the impression perfect. So just bring that over. There's one. As you can see, it's a little bit mottled just because it's that textured cardstock, so I'll just go over
And
a
is it
couple
a
of
good
times.
tip as well, Lou, not to overpress on the stamps when you put the lid down on the platform, so you're not squashing the stamp? It's better to build up the ink rather than really sort of squash down on it.
Absolutely, because if you squash it, especially when you've got fine writing like this butterflies word, you're just going to squish all that ink out and it's really not going to be as neat anymore. So definitely it's easy
I
to
love
just
that
keep
sentiment.
going.
Isn't that fabulous?
It's beautiful, isn't it? And of course Valentine's is coming up, so this would be perfect. There we go.
You give me
Okay,
butterflies.
so-
That is clever.
Yeah, it's lovely. Really, really pretty. Okay, so we can build our card up now. So my base I can pop on just with a wet glue because I'm going to be using foam tape for the other frames. I don't want too much foam on one card. See, that just fits. By using those dies, it just fits perfectly. To create a card base with these dies, of course, if you just fold a piece of paper and overlap the die very slightly over the score line, you then get a full card base.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm just wondering if I haven't got an eraser to hand, so I'll have to leave those pencil lines in just for now.
Okay.
The purple frame is the next one down, so I've got foam tape to remove.
You've done it so lightly
down.
anyway, Lou, we can't actually see it. Not here in the studio anyway.
Oh, good. Anyone who's got these big 50-inch TVs might be able to spy it, but hopefully not too much. There we go. And what I just love about this, these dies, is everything's so neat because it's all die form. It's not as if you've had to hand cut anything, and it just looks so professional, the finish.
It certainly does. And a lovely neat scallop on the edge of that particular die that you've got there as well.
Yeah, I love how it curves around the edge. So some scallops, I never know which one to say. It's scallops, isn't it? I don't know.
I know what one can be a seafood, but I've always said scallop for the, scallop. Maybe it's where you live.
Maybe it is. Who knows? So there, I've just got that really deep frame there with the purple border around the inside. And then I'm just going to bend my butterfly. I'm actually going to apply glue to the middle.
Okay.
So the middle's going to look a little bit darker. So just a little bit of wet glue along there. And I'm actually going to put it on and almost scrape it off again so it's just tacky.
Yeah.
It's not really a wet glue. And I'm going to press this down into that frame or into the aperture There we go. And because I've not got big blobs, you can't see the glue too much. And then the wings have lifted up and curled around the frame.
Oh, it's
So
so
then we've
pretty.
got, yeah, really pretty card. Really simple. Most people can do this with the tools they've got at home, even if they're a beginner. But that's just one way you can use all of those nesting dies, and there's so many more.
Oh, Lou, thank you so much. That's a lovely, lovely demonstration. So clean and fresh, isn't it? Love those apple blossom collections as well. Absolutely beautiful. But the one-day special, so much value in here as well. We're approaching 20% of the stock now gone. Now, you can go for pairs individually, but the value, of course, is in the one-day special itself. But we will go through those individuals for you as well. So the first one we're going to look at is the straight edge. Now, you are getting the slimline. You're also getting the DL as well. So there is a difference here. We saw that with the demonstration with Lou, of course, when she explained that at the beginning. So the straight edge, this is our option here. Now you've got 16 dies in total in that bundle, £24.98. Remember that £3 will carry over to the full collection, but there's £3 if you're just going for the pair, 309760. Now, then we have the scalloped edge. Now, this is the one that Lou's just been using in conjunction with the straight edge as well. So pretty. Again, you've got the DL and you've got the slimline again. Same saving, £24.98. You've got 13 dies in this pair. 336111 is the item number. Remember, all these will work on their own, but of course, the more die sets you've got, the more versatility you've got there as well. Now, perhaps you're loving the stitched edge. Well, we can offer those to you as well. So once again, you've got the DL and you've got the edge and the slimline there as well, the stitched edge with the slimline. So in total, you've got 15 dies in those. So another great pairing there, lots of detail in the edgings there as well, 507870. And then we have the torn edge, a little bit different this one as well, gives that distressed look. Really, really nice. Again, you've still got, you've got that stitching edge there as well, haven't you? You've got the slim line with a stitching edge, but you've also got the stitching in that distressed edge as well. We'll have a really good look at these. The DL, the torn edge as it's classed as there. Lovely detail. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, there are 9 dies in total in this pairing, all under item number 863576. And once again, a £3 saving on that bundle. Now, the one-day special, remember, you're getting all of those 4 pairs, so 8 die sets in total. So you don't have to choose, do you? You're going to get everything. And it's such a good deal as well, because we're almost at £25, aren't we, for the pairing there? So you can basically round that up to £100. You can see, as a non-Freedom member, you're saving £10. If you're a Freedom member, you are saving £18.99. Remember, we've already got those £3 carried over as well. So it is a why not deal. So if you are purchasing as a non-Freedom member, do consider joining, because you'll still save more money. 876850 is the item number that you need. And in total, you're getting 53 individual dies. Just a reminder of some of the samples there as well. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's so many ideas here, just looking at these few samples. But to be honest with you, we are literally scratching the surface. We've mentioned using these with the albums, making little pocket folds, things like that. Little albums in their entirety, if you want a small version as well. You could concertina these together in many different ways. So you certainly have got lots and lots of options. What beautiful samples we've got there as well. So don't miss out on yours. Make sure you are checking those baskets out. Right, now then, Lou, are you ready for another demonstration?
I am,
Wonderful
yes.
stuff.
Okay, so we're going to go a little rainbow, and I'm actually going to do 2 cards in one here. So keeping it basic still, all I've got is different coloured cardstock, the dies, so I'm actually keeping with the straight edge dies as well, but this technique can be done with absolutely any of those nesting dies that you've got there. I've already started cutting because there's a lot of cutting involved in this card, but it is so worth it in the end. So I've chosen my rainbow colours, really simple, just go from red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. Of course you can add in like a violet, a more pinky colour as well if you want to. And I've started cutting out from the largest nesting die. So all of them have been cut out, sorry, with the large frame, okay, on the outside. So I've cut out, I think it's 6 colours, I can't count, 6 colours from each cardstock with the large frame, all exactly the same. I've then cut out the next smallest, or the next largest die down from the red,
Okay.
and then the next one down from the orange, and so on and so forth, down to the yellow, down to the green. So I'm just going to do the last 2 layers, And the way I'm doing them is by using the previous layer to line it up, just as I did lining up with the frame in the last demonstration. So I'm just going to place this over the blue, take the next frame down and just pop that inside. So
Guys here, we've just done a little count up and we think there was a mistake. We were outdoing everybody by one die. There's actually 54 dies in total, so we've just changed the details on the screen. Better to give than take away, isn't it? So even more for your money.
Wow. Oh, definitely. Lovely. Either way, you're just going to have so much to play with. I was stuck for demonstrations for this because I want to show them off to the full potential. I'm thinking, so I don't know what time I'll get after this demonstration, but I have got a little technique to show you on how you can make a little pocket out of them as well quite easily. And the scalloped ones look really lovely like that. So fingers crossed we get time for that at the end. We'll see. Okay, so there's one of my dies cut very quickly. Now, what I'm doing is I'm piling up the excess, all of the waste there, and keeping my frames here. So one more, so I'm taking the next smallest one down. So it's a really good idea to have these all in front of you in order, in size order. And again, cut the next smallest. So you can probably see where we're going. We're going to have a nice rainbow border.
We certainly
now, with
are.
this card, if you want to have it as a really special mantelpiece sort of card, or even something that goes in a box envelope rather than your flat envelopes, I would be putting all of these layers together with foam tape. I'm not going to do that tonight purely because of the time it would take to do that, but it would look amazing. It would be about an inch deep, I think. But it would look lovely.
It certainly would. No, we've just been doing a few more maths, actually. Now, as a Freedom member, which you'd be a fool not to join if you're not one already for the deal we've got here, it works out, now we've discovered there's 54 dies, £1.50 per die. Now, if you went for a cup of coffee, if you called us somewhere and you got a nice cup of coffee, you'd look at spending maybe £3, something like that, on a nice cup of coffee. You could get 2 dies for that price. Just think of it that way. Such exceptional value. It really, really is. Really is. Gets better and better, Lou, doesn't it?
That is, and like I say, these are not dies that you're going to only be able to use for certain occasions either. So you're not only going to bring them out on birthdays or Christmas, they'll be for so much more. And not just your card making either.
Definitely not.
So now starting to put these together, I'm starting with the bottom die, which for me has been my purple. It's so warm in here, my glue's started to dry up. It's just as if I'm in the studio there, Catherine. It's warm and the glue's dried up.
I think these glues have stage fright, you know. I think that's what it is.
I think so, because I never have this issue at home, ever. And I'm sure my house is nice and warm. So just going to glue these together now. So as you can see, the outsides are all exactly the same. This makes for a really sturdy card. And if you love rainbows, this is perfect. I'm going to go around the outside. That's a little bit easier. And because I'm gluing it flat, I don't need to be perfect with my gluing either. There won't be anything to lift up.
I'm loving these rainbow colours.
Oh, I adore rainbows. I've only just recently got into the whole rainbow thing with card making. It wasn't really anything I ever did. I never thought about it. But do you know what? If I'm scrolling through inspiration galleries and things like that online, it's always the rainbow projects that catch my eye.
Yeah.
And likewise, if ever I post on my social media rainbow projects, they're the ones that get the most likes. I suppose, again, they catch people's eyes really quickly. So there we go. And then the last very, very thin one, the red one. So again,
now,
this is
as soon
just
as
my
you've added the orange there, Lou, we can see that rainbow's really coming through. So it's going to look fabulous with the last framework on then the red.
Oh, it is. And then when you place this alongside the white of the card base, it just makes all those colours pop. So just being careful. Obviously, I'm not being as careful as I usually would. So I've got a little bit of I was going to say ink, a little bit of glue seeping out at the edges. That will dry clear though.
Oh, that's looking
so
lovely.
I've got a really thick frame now. That is really sturdy because, of course, there's 6 layers of cardstock there. Now that is going to sit perfectly in there. I'm going to do, well, 2 things. Usually I'd use my pencil, but just to show you another way, if you don't want to have to get in and erase your pencil, you can use a pokey tool and just do a light scratch.
Just score it, yeah.
There we go, just a
idea.
tiny little bit. And then when you take that away, I can now see where the centre of my card base is. And I'm going to choose another one of these sentiments. So let's see. Oh, okay. I've got to have "You Are My Happy," because absolutely, I mean, this is definitely one for a nice happy sentiment, isn't it?
Definitely. No, the fact that you've used the straight edges there, would that work in the same way with the scallops as well? Could you do the same style card but with the scalloped edges?
Absolutely, you can do that. Obviously, with the scallops, you get the different look. So, oh, I've just thrown it in the bin behind me. The waist from the scallops, of course, are that wave shape. So you'll get the different looks. But then I haven't even started putting these together yet, and that's going to make a completely different card again with the scallops. So you will have two very different card shapes there. But yeah, absolutely, you can do that. So just having a look at where the middle of my card is, roughly.
That's another lovely sentiment. It's been busy on this collection, actually, the apple blossom, with all the different stamps and the paper. You get the stencil in there as well, don't you?
You do. You get the stencil that's got the dandelion heads on it. They're calling it the fireworks one. So it could be fireworks, but it could also be like your flowers blowing in the wind, things like that.
Love
so.
it.
There we go. I bring out my big stamping platform, ideally, to stamp that a couple of times, make that clearer. But that's just one. And again, a very basic card, but I love the rainbow colours. And then, of course,
that is so,
we've got
so
all
nice.
this waste. I'm not going to waste this at all. I'm going to quickly pop these down. So, yeah, definitely straight edge for these. And this, I've used DL, but you can do the same with the slimline. Doesn't matter either way, whichever look you're going for. You could, rather than doing it rainbow, maybe rainbow's not your thing, you could do it all in sort of tonal colours. So you could go from pale blue to dark blue, or go through blues and greens, or just your reds and oranges and yellows. You know, it's entirely up to you how you do it. Oh, what would be really nice, actually, for a masculine card is to go from black and through different shades of grey.
Oh, that would look nice.
White.
Oh,
yeah, there's lots and lots of different options. So,
controversial comment from the gallery. Actually, there's been a good suggestion from Mr. Baker in the gallery. You know what you're doing now, Lou?
Yes.
Chris is saying if you put that on the back of the "You Are My Happy" card, so it's kind of got the positive and negative, you could have a double-edged card that you can turn around. You could have different sentiments on there as well.
So, does it mean like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you could. That would be really lovely. Or you could have this on the inside.
Oh, that would be nice.
It would be quite a weighty card, wouldn't it? So
extremely.
There's the opposite. So far, these two have both been made using just that one die set at the moment. This is one of the stars that you've got there from the Daisy May collection. And I'm Dotty About You, of course, is from one of those stamp sets as well. I think it's the one with the Dalmatian on it.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
It's really pretty. I'm just going to pop that in there. Now, both of these cards would definitely benefit from some sequins, which would indicate...
now you're talking.
Yeah. Don't have any to hand, but, you know, you'd finish those off with some sequins and things, or buttons or something. But there's two very basic cards from that one die set. Really nice and bright and cheery.
Do you know they are? They're making everybody smile, Lou, here at the studios. Yeah. I'm sure at home everybody's feeling the same. They're absolutely wonderful.
Brilliant.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Lou. I can tell you, everybody at home watching, and Lou as well, over a quarter of the stock has gone. I mean, you can be creating those wonderful designs that Lou has just created, or just taking inspiration from those, and also, of course, making something along those lines with different sentiments, you know, different attachments, different embellishments as well. Now, the one-day special details on the screen. Remember, we can split that cost 3 ways as well. And you have got that great save in there. But we do want to remind you about the wonderful Apple Blossom collection as well, because Lou's been using the sentiments from there. In fact, we're going to look at those first. So we've seen a couple of them now, but you know, there's so many in here. I love the text in here, the font style, the fact that you've got the uppercase and the lowercase as well. Do you know, there's something for all occasions, or just those thinking about you cards, or just to let somebody know that, you know, you're missing them. You know, butterfly wishes. It doesn't have to be a birthday. It could be whatever you wish there. Let's just lift that up so we can see what's underneath. You Give Me Butterflies was the one that Lou used, wasn't it, on that first card? And then hello. I mean, it doesn't need any more than that, does it? Hello. You know, if you just want to pop a card through your neighbour's door, just to let them know you're thinking about them as well. If you've not been able to see each other and chat properly, then those cards are very, very important. Now we're looking at more of the stamps, those beautiful dandelion heads. We are calling them firework flowers, but you know, they can be whatever you want them to be, can't they? And we've got 2 sets there, other than the sentiments, because of course you've got the butterflies there as well. I've just realised that beautiful dandelion style flower in there as well. It's got little butterflies on the end of the stems. How pretty is that? So you've got those butterflies with, of course, the florals in the wings. You've got the butterfly with the dandelion in the wings. You've got the landing butterfly as well. You've got extra elements that will work in the backgrounds or as bubbles or different things as well. And, of course, you've got the paper pad, which I am going to give you a reminder of. Really beautiful. 24 sheets in this. You can see the different designs on the front, but they're quite muted, so I'm going to open this up and just show you through the different designs. So you do get 6. These are so, so pretty, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. If you wanted to overstamp or emboss on the top, you certainly could do. You go with your sprays. You could probably emboss onto these as well. 180 GSM is the weight. They are absolutely gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Item number 953314 is what you need for the Apple Blossom collection, and it does carry that £5 saving as well. Now the Daisy May collection, this just brings a smile to your face as well. These are beautiful. You've got the dogs in there, you've got the bicycle, we've got the parrots in there. In fact, there's all sorts of goodies in here. You see, I'm looking at the one there with the plants on the barrow, and of course you've got that board, so you could write in a sentiment, just put initials in there, a date in there, so that's very useful. The little lovebirds, the 2 little parrots that are cuddling up together, the different dogs there as well, particularly like the one with the envelope in his mouth as well. You are getting 5 stamp sets here. 39 stamps in total. Happy Mother's Day is one of the sentiments in with that lovely floral one. That's not far away, is it? So that, you know, that's going to come in useful very, very soon. I think it's the 14th of March, Mother's Day. Yes, it is. Just had that confirmed. 379792. That's in the UK, of course, because it does alter depending on where you are in the world. 33.99 for all of those stamps. 39 in total. £3 saving on those. Now, we had a hint of the cross-stitch dies from Lou there as well, and we have got those for you. Now, we've got 3 different options here. So the squares and the circles, these are really good quality dies as well, really, really good thick metal. Now this one is actually in the lead, the squares and the circles. Then we do have the heart and the star as well. We've just seen one of the star ones being used. These are nesting dies again. And then, of course, you've got the labels and the tags together. So all those different options, they come in pairs. You've got £3 saving, £24.98, item number 667626. They are such lovely detail. Now, we've brought something else in to show you as well, because this may be some use to you. This is one of the 7-day savers. If you're looking for some cardstock, this is a really good collection. You've got A6 cardstock, so the size is already cut. You've actually got 400 sheets here. 240 GSM. The colours may vary, but you're going to get a really lovely collection. 15 different shades. So in here, I mean, it will vary, but we've got some beautiful purples, almost a plum in there. We've got a tealy colour in there. We've got greys and creams and reds. In fact, you've got a mixture of brights, naturals and darks as well. So I'm sure you're going to get something very, very similar. Now, actually, the GSM will range a little bit. It's from 220 to 240, but you will get 400 sheets, all for £9.99. 382244 is the item number. Now, we've got time for another demonstration from our Lou. So we're going to head back over there now. Lou, we've got about 8 minutes left, if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine. I've got everything already made, so I'll be as quick as I can. The first thing I'm going to do is cut a base for my card. So I'm going to take a scalloped slimline, and then I'm going to mix that with a heart from the Daisy May collection.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, and mix them together. Why not? Because we do, don't we? When we get our craft items home, we don't just stick to using one brand with its own brand. So I'm going to sit this. Now this just sits, this smaller heart just sits inside of here. I've got to be careful. I've got a little bit of purple on there from my purple cardstock. I don't really want that transferring onto my white. But I'm going to run those through through together because I've got them taped down.
Lovely stuff.
So,
now, everybody at home, if you are wanting those cross-stitch dies, the details at the bottom of the screen for the set that Lou's using at the moment. And, well, you've got those options, haven't you? And then the side of the screen, of course, for the 1-day special. Remember, you can split that 3 ways. So if you're going for any of the Daisy May dies, pop them into your basket with the 1-day special and split the cost on those as well.
these cross-stitch dies just work so well with the style that Claire has with her Daisy May dies. So that's the aperture that I've got. So you've got that sort of slightly distressed heart there. Now, the heart you can use for something else again, so that's popping to the side, as well as the dies there. And then I have cut the next larger scalloped frame as well, so that's going to sit really nicely. There we go, behind there. Now, I've used that paper pad from the Apple Blossom collection, which is really pretty. There we go, so that just fits perfectly on there. Now, I've already added some foam tape to a layer of this, and I've stamped a sentiment just underneath. So when I raise that, you can see that shadow, can't you? Just in there.
You can, yeah.
By raising it on foam pads or foam tape, it really does make a difference. So it looks like a little aperture, and that will all sit nicely on that slimline card there. So I'll pop that to the side. Because very quickly what I want to do is just stamp. Where did I put it? I grabbed it. There we go. I knew I got it ready. Well, I thought I got it ready. I'm going to stamp these birds, these little lovebirds. They're so pretty.
Oh, they're so sweet, aren't they?
They really are. Now, I'm actually using this for a new home card. I'm doing it along with the branch that's in there. And then with the sort of heart shape behind, it's almost as if the heart is like the opening into their new home.
Oh, what a lovely idea.
It's just gorgeous. So how long do I have, Catherine? I'm just wondering if I have
about 5 minutes left, Lou.
Okay, I'll just do a quick bit of colouring just to show you how I started to colour one of these parrots.
Okay.
Parrots, birds, they could be any bird really, depending on how you colour them, couldn't they? So I've just started with a yellow tummy on them. So just starting from the neck and brushing down onto the tummy, and then you can put a little bit of colour in the wings. What I love about Claire's designs is if you're a beginner colourist, she makes it really easy for you. There's not too much detail, but there's enough to still look beautiful. She's just so clever. So I've added a little bit of green to the inside of the wing, and then I'm just going to go in with a nice bright blue in here and just blend everything out. So add blue to this wing as well. I've made sure both of my parrots on my finished piece are not identical either, so I've had some fun with a little bit of a different colour on that one. But where I'm just blending my yellow and my blue, if you're short of time and you don't want to do all the intricate blending of the colours, I definitely recommend whatever alcohol pens you're using is to grab yourself a clear blender, colourless blender, and just run that over the top, and that will help drag the colours into each other. And very often you'll find that if you let that sit, that will work. Sorry, Catherine, I was speaking over you.
No, it's okay. No, I'm just saying it's a lovely tip to share with us, actually.
Yeah, I think these pens, alcohol pens in particular, are quite scary for people to pick up and start using, but they really are very forgiving. So I'm not going to colour that anymore because I have got a couple already coloured in, but you can see how quickly that came together. I did add in these ones, and I've cut them out of course already, I added a little bit of shading. So just a very pale grey under the neck there, under the tummy, into the wings a little bit, and then I've got the other little parrot there in the green. I've cut out the branch as well, and that's really just a brown because it's got some detail into it already. And then what I did need to do was just take my scissors and just trim into the claw there of that parrot, and that just helped me position these on branches a little bit easier. I think I actually snipped into both parrots. There we go. So they can both sit on that branch perfectly. So if I bring in my card, yeah, they're really cute. They're really sweet together. So just start sticking these down.
I love how the tail is behind the branch now, because you've done that, Lou. It's made the tail sit behind the branch of the bird that's behind, if you know what I mean. There's two birds there. It gives you that depth. It gives you that perspective.
Absolutely, a little more dimension there, isn't there? Just brings it to life a little bit more. But yeah, really pretty. Otherwise, of course, the branches would have to be behind the tail or in front of all of their claws, which isn't quite right. So just lining those up again. Those scallop dies there, they're just perfect. They just sit and nest beautifully. And then these two, I'm just going to add a little bit of foam tape across. If I just bring this up.
Okay, we've got about a minute and a half left, Lou.
Yeah, no problem. Nearly finished this anyway. So I'm just tacking this down, but I'm making sure I include a little bit of the branch on the foam tape as well. So it's all one piece. There we go. And then this is just going to sit above the sentiment in the heart shape there. Enjoy your new home, that sentiment says.
Oh, I absolutely adore that. Lou, you've got such a knack of creating the most beautiful cards, keeping it simple, but every one of them just looks amazing. I love that. Three magnificent demonstrations there from Lou. Lou, thank you so much. We're into the last minute now. I can't believe how quickly that's gone as well. Lou, you're back at 8 o'clock, aren't you? I don't know if you're able to switch your camera so we can see you, or if it's too difficult, don't worry. We just want to say a proper goodbye. Now, 30% of the one-day special has now gone. Already in the first hour, this is the launch hour. Remember, Lou will be back at 8 o'clock with Janice. And, of course, there's more shows tomorrow. We are very busy. I think it's starting to hit home now how versatile these dies are. I mean, you're getting so much for your money, especially now when we know we've got 54 dies in there. Works out at £1.50 each. 876 850. That's if you're a Freedom member. If you're not, remember, it pays to join. It certainly does when you've got an option like this and a one-day special like this. Lou, again, thank you so much. I'm so pleased we can just say goodbye for now, just properly, so we can see you as well. We can just bring you into shot. There you are. Wonderful
I'll see you
work.
in an hour.
Have you got a hint as to what's coming up later? Or are you going to keep it all secret?
Much the same, really. Much the same. Probably more of the apple blossom next time.
Lovely. Amazing stuff. Well, whatever you do, we know it's going to be something very special. I thank you there to Lou. Do make sure you make a date at 8 o'clock, and remember to check your baskets out as well. It's been a busy hour. This is the launch hour, remember. Just a final reminder, if you're not a Freedom member, do look at joining, because you are making those extra savings. 876 850 is the item number for the one-day special. I'm going to hop over and see Zoe next, so do stay with us. The menu is coming up next. Yes, I'm going to be joining Zoe with Folia Papercraft, and then we're back with Creative Nestival's one-day special. Do not miss that. And then we've got an hour of Pink Frogs Crafts. It's a happy hour. Hooray!
Hi, I'm Andy from Picture This. I've been a painter all my life. Picture This was actually formed on the back of a throwaway remark from one of my art students. This has developed my drawings into a series of photopolymer stamps, clear stamps for the crafting community and the crafting industry. The stamps are all hand-drawn by me, they're made in the UK, most important to us at Picture This, and we have so much more to bring you. Our shows on Hochanda, we hope to make them informative, amusing obviously, entertaining, but mainly it's about bringing the creative spirit to you. Make sure you tune in and watch the Picture This shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitchy Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Hochanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Hochanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Katrina from Rowing Dean.
We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion, and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire, and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy, and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching. Since we've been on Hochanda, we've had a great time. Everybody's been really friendly and really good. We've met loads of people all around the country who watch Hochanda and find it really inspiring. Don't forget to join me on my rounding shows on Hochanda.
Did you know you can continue watching Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for free using your smart TV? It's just like watching us on your computer or tablet, only now we'll be on your large screen smart TV. Follow these easy steps to get your smart TV set up. Firstly, make sure your smart TV is connected to the internet, either through a wireless connection, if your TV supports it, or via the Ethernet port on the back of your TV. If you're not already connected, use your remote control and select network settings through your TV's menu and follow the instructions to set this up. Remember to have your router's password to hand, whether you're using a wired or wireless connection. This should be on the side or bottom of your router. You can always refer to your TV's help menu or instruction booklet for more information. Once you are set up, press the Smart Hub dedicated button on your remote. This will vary between brands, but it's usually located at the centre of the remote. This is where you'll find your internet web browser app. Select this to open and then type hochanda.com into the search bar, and this will take you to our website homepage, which includes our live broadcast and access to previous shows. So now you can watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV, whenever you feel crafty.
Hello, yes, we're ready for another hour with Folia paper. Now, there was an hour earlier on today, it was at 3 o'clock, so if you did miss it, you can catch it on Rewind. What's Folia paper all about? Well, we've got some amazing, amazing quality papers, and we've got a fantastic guest with us as well. Let's say hello to Zoe. She's ready and waiting for demonstrations.
Hello.
How are you, Zoe?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, a very busy show earlier on.
Really busy, yeah. I mean, these papers that we've brought, I might be wrong, but I don't think there's anything else on the market that are like these, and they are really they're really good value. The basics, there's nothing basics about the papers, they all complement each other. Then we've got the India papers, and they are just, well, Janice said if we could have like a like sort of thing, do you know, where I touch and feel sort of thing, do you know,
yes.
because they're lovely.
They are tactile, aren't they?
So people will be loving them.
Yeah, we will be having a look at those papers and everything else, of course, as we go down the counter. Now, be shopping ahead because it was busy earlier, so we'll start right here. Before we get to Zoe's demonstration, of course, we'll have a look at everything. So I'm actually going to hold this here because, do you know, unusually, with a paper pad, quite often we're used to the spines being on the shorter edge, aren't we? But not in this case. Oh, look at that. Oh, a little llama.
Gorgeous,
isn't that sweet?
But wouldn't make that, just the corner of that, make a really nice card?
It
and then
certainly
you could decoupage the little bits up as and when you wanted.
And there's ways you could colour into that, you could stamp over the top, you can still add your inks and things, can't you, Zoe, as well? Absolutely beautiful. I can't, do you know, I've not been able to look through these before this hour, so I'm seeing these myself for the first time. Really, really nice indeed. This is your watercolour effects, and you can see why it's called that, can't you? Now we've got, 40 sheets in total here. That's colourful, isn't it? I like that. Absolutely beautiful. Now there are 20 in this one. Let me just turn this one for you as well. 270 GSM, so really nice weight. So we're looking at 20 sheets in this particular book, because we've got 2 other books, haven't we? So let me just flick through a few more. I'm not going to show you absolutely everything, but just give you an idea of what you're getting in here. These are really, really nice. No wonder it's been a busy show. Let me just show you the front cover there as well, and it gives you a better idea of what you're actually getting in the way of those designs in there. There's some that you could fussy cut around as well. Some of them you can stamp over, spritz over, fold in many different ways as well. Now, just let me tell you as well, everything's coming over from Germany, so the dispatch date will be from the 13th of February. It's not long, is it? What date is it today? It's the 3rd already. I can't believe it. I have to keep checking what month it is because time's going that fast. Now, 20 sheets in this one as well. This is your minimalistic, and I think we'll see why it's called that. So you've got less of a bold design, I suppose, in this one. This is more of your ditzy designs.
It is, but because it's relatively plain, it will match with any colours that you choose to use. So say you're going to go for a red, or you're going to go for a blue, or even a purple, they will match because they are, as it says, minimalistic.
Definitely. These are so handy, aren't they, as well?
And
Loving
again,
the spots.
great for both male and female cards, old and young.
Definitely. Great for layering up as well. Love the fact that you've got lots of open spaces there. I have got lots of samples here at the back, and do you know, we're not just talking about card making, we are talking about gift bags and all sorts of different projects. We've got all sorts of gift bags and lovely sort of, well, I'll show you as we go down the counter actually. I'm just looking down there. There's some very nice shaped gift bags as well. So lots of scoring lines and lots of folds in there, which mean that they will hold beautifully. Absolutely stunning. Only £11.99. That is ridiculous, isn't it? £11.99, you're getting 40 sheets. What did we say? 270 GSM is the weight. Wow. 506078 is the item number. Isn't that an unusual shape for a box as well? Isn't that clever? That is lovely. Very, very nice. But we've got lots more to show you as well. So moving down, we are staying with the paper at the moment. Now, these are your paper blocks. Now, we don't want to really call them plain, and basic seems a bit mean, really, but that is the name of them. These are your block colours, so you can see the first one I've got here are your yellows. Wow, that's a proper sunshine yellow if ever I saw one. Oh, look at these. Wow, so you've got your solids, and then you've got your designs to match with them as well.
Yeah, so what you've got with these is, they're in your colours, so your yellows, your blues, your pinks and your greens. But they're also, there's 10 designs in each one, and with each design comes a 270 GSM card of the pattern, a paper weighted card of the pattern, and then a plain colour that will work with both of the designs, or work with the designs and complement each other. So you've got your backing papers, or your matting and layering papers, and your detail papers there together. They've already done the colour judgment for it.
Lovely. What beautiful yellows in this one as well. And you get such inspiration on the front there. Now, of course, we'll show you the other ones as well. So the greens are next. Again, you can see all of those designs on the front cover. You can see the folds on them, so you can see that solid that comes behind them as well. 30 sheets. Let's just have a look. Again, the inspiration on the front. So you can see the solids there. Let me show you one or two of the patterns in here again. Oh, what lovely colours. Now, the papers are 80 GSM and the pattern card is 270 GSM. Now, it's unusual, isn't it, Zoe, to get a book like this where you've got a combination of papers and card all together?
Very unusual. I mean, there might be ones out there that I don't know about, but this is the only time I've come across it. When I first opened them, I didn't realise to begin with until I first opened them, went through them, and they are fantastic. It's a really, really good concept for us as crafters, you know, so you don't have to go to another shop and get some green card and in light, mid and dark to hopefully match. It's all there in one book for you.
It certainly is. Do you know, and for someone, and I can really relate to this, there's a lot of people that are great crafters, but when it comes to putting cardstock together or matching colours and things like that, this is where they struggle. They look at things as a piece of paper or a sheet of card, Zoe, and then it's kind of, I'm not quite sure which goes with which. You don't have to worry about that here, do you?
No, you don't. I mean, I have trouble, to be honest. I've not got any colour issue, you know, eyesight issues, but I struggle putting the right colours together sometimes. And also, it's availability, because you might get some pattern papers from one company and then be looking at another company for your matting and layering, and they just don't, they're not right. That, you know, if you try and make them match and they're just not right, it can look a bit off. Whereas this is a really good concept and a really nice idea, and something new for the English market, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too. Now the blues are beautiful, aren't they? That's what we're looking at next. Again, you've got the inspiration on the front again. The inspiration, the same projects, but all in the different colours, and they all look very different, don't they, when you can see them in the different colours. 30 sheets again. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful blue.
Isn't it really rich and vibrant?
It certainly is. Oh, and blue and yellow work so beautifully together as well. So the fact that you've got a choice of any two, it's a pick and mix. Maybe that's going to be your option, a blue and a yellow. Maybe you want to go with a green with one of the colours. You have got all those choices. It works out at just £6 per pad. And we haven't finished yet because you can see there's one more hiding underneath. It wouldn't be a selection without the pinks, would it? Now you've got the pinks and the purples in there as well. Absolutely beautiful. Let me just open one or two more pages again here so you can see. Stunning, aren't they? Oh, I can't believe how beautiful these are, actually. The price of these is exceptional. Oh, I don't know if pink's now my favourite, actually. I thought it was the blue, but I'm not so sure now.
I'm not a pinky person, but I love these. Absolutely love them, yeah.
What would be your choice then, Zoe, if you could go for two? If you were going for the pick and mix?
Oh, at a push, I would go for the pink and green because then you've got your foliage type colours to go with your flowers, I think.
Very
but
true.
If you can stretch to another pack, I would really have a look at doing it because the price point on these is fantastic and the colours are so vibrant and beautiful.
They certainly are. Do you know, I'm a little bit stumped as to what I would go for. I'd definitely go for at least, do you know, I'd go for 3 lots, I think, and double up on one of them. I don't know. 090525 is the item number. What value we've got there? I can tell you the blue is the most popular, actually. Let me just show you one or two more of those boxes while we're here as well. We've got cards, we've got boxes of all different shapes. There you can see how beautiful they look with the solids and the patterns as well there. There's an amazing card here in the centre as well. Let me just pick this up. There we are. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that.
Yeah, the colours work really well. And that is with your yellows and your greens.
Is it?
Yep, the yellows and the greens.
Beautiful. Oh, you're spoilt for choice, aren't you? 090525. Now, we've got more for you. Now, this has been the star of the show on the previous hour. Anyway, now these are the papers that Zoe was talking about. Now, I haven't, honestly, even opened one of these yet, so I'm being told, oh, yes, I know what everybody means. I've just been told, give the papers a feel. Wow, that's like velvet.
Isn't it? It's like fabric, but with the integrity of card.
Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at these, what beautiful colours again. Look. You're getting 2 again. This is a pick and mix again. These are handmade. Don't know, I'm going to have to do a better flick of these, I think. Let me just... I'm going to have to go upside down, I think. There we are. Look, I'm going to have to do it upside down because you need to see these.
And the embossing on those is
stunning.
second to none. I don't think you could find an embossing folder that would give as much detail as there is on those papers.
Do you know, I'm saying I'm holding this upside down as well, Zoe, but actually some of these are non-directional. You wouldn't know. Maybe there might be the odd one that you think, well, yeah, that wants to be the other way up. But you know, it just makes it easier for me when I'm holding the spine to flick through those. Let's have a look at more colours. Oh, that is just gorgeous. No wonder these have been busy. Let's look at the next one. So, oh, now this one is... this is, yes, Rajathan. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but that's the name that I'm seeing on the front there. Those beautiful metallics again. Look at that gold, Zoe.
I know. Isn't it really nice? And you can use it for a number of different things, not just for your matting and layering or what have you, but also for things like your quilled flowers.
Oh, now that would look nice, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. You've got some glitter in there as well. Oh, these are stunning. You've got your browns, your golds. Look again here. These really do feel as textured as they look. They absolutely do. Sometimes we see papers and they look textured and they're not, they're smooth, but these are handmade papers. Look at these. They're like wedding fabrics or something like that, aren't they? Look at that, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, you need more than one of these, don't you? Don't just go for one. I'd be saying the same thing here. You've got a pick and mix, choose any two. We've got 5 different options. I would be going for 3 lots and doubling up on my favourite. That's what I'd be doing. So this one, yeah, Delhi.
Aren't these colours elegant? They're just really elegant and classy.
Oh, they're stunning, Zoe. They really are. I can imagine, oops, that was a bit of a quick flick. I can imagine the front of albums coated in these. Wouldn't that look lovely?
Yeah, it really would. They're beautiful. And like I said, I might be wrong, but I don't know of anything like these papers on the market. I think Folio brought something really new to us, and really new, vibrant and refreshing.
Do you know, that really does feel like flocked wallpaper, doesn't
it?
Yeah, beautiful. 2 more to go. So the next one we have, this is a Mumbai.
Oh.
So, is this a favourite of yours, Zoe?
It is, and I'm not normally an orangey type person, but these are just, they're lovely. There aren't enough words that I could use to describe them.
Wow.
They are a real treat. And if you've not got embossing folders, or your machine isn't particularly very good at embossing, well, it's all done there for you. The hard work's done for you, and all you
really
need to do,
is,
if you want to, is either cut it into shape or add a bit of gilding wax on it.
Definitely. Oh, these are absolutely gorgeous. The oranges, the deep reds in here, the yellows as well. Let me just show you one of the yellow ones there. That lovely handmade paper again. Gorgeous. We've got one more to show you. So if you've not made your decision yet, it may be made when you see this one. This one is Punjab. And there we've got the purples, we've got the beautiful cerises in here as well, we've got gold metallics. Now apparently this is the most popular so far, so it is the pinks that are in the lead when it comes to the handmade papers. Now you did say earlier on, Zoe, that you're not always a pink person, but do you like this one?
I love it, absolutely love it. My first demonstration at 3 o'clock was with some of those papers, and from what I can gather, people are really, really liking them.
Oh,
but they work well with the basics.
Yeah,
that we've just done. They work really well with those as well. They coordinate really well across them.
Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Well, there's your choices. $12.99 for a pick and mix of any two. You can go for more than one selection if you so wish. 919461 is the item number. Now we've got some aperture card blanks for you now. Now it's nice to have these actually. Now the price on these is great again because you've got $9.99 as the price, but you are getting 30. So you've got the ovals in there, you've got rectangular, you've also got the squares. The fact that the apertures are already cut for you as well, so if you haven't got die cutting machines and dies, you don't have to worry about that. You can still make cards that look like they've been die cut by yourself, of course. Now we have got various different samples at the back here. Now you can keep it very simple or you can be more elaborate. The fact that you've got the apertures means also, of course, that you can put those dimensional embellishments in there as well if you want them to pop through like that flower there. You can turn these into shaker cards if you wanted to do. You could attach them together. You could put a little hinge on them, couldn't you? You'd make little books out of them with windows in. You've got lots and lots of different choices. Really lovely. Yes, interactive elements in your albums for sure. 984754 is the item number if you want to go for these. And of course you're getting the envelopes included in there, I presume, are you? Yes, you are. You've got the envelopes to go with them. So 30 of the cards and the envelopes there. 984754 is the item number. Now we've got some jewels for you next. Now I think I just did show a little flash of one or two of these actually. I'm not sure. I'll see if I can find the shape. But you've got the crystals. If I just tip up so you can see what you've got, and then I'll show you what you've got. You could colour these with the alcohol pens or inks as well. We've got different shapes in there. There's some circular ones. We've got yes, they are hexagons, got 6 sides. We've got squares in here. There's teardrop shapes in here as well. Very nice indeed.
They've also got the 2 holes in, so you can use them.
That, yeah. So you can stitch them onto your projects as well. Absolutely wonderful. I mean, you can ignore the holes and just glue them down onto your projects, or you can stitch them on if you want to use them for your soft crafting. Look how many you're getting as well. 336 pieces. Now let me just check. We've just done the crystal. So is this the intense? The smoky, sorry. I did mean smoky. I don't know why I said intense. I have no idea. No idea at all. You can see why they're called smoky, can't you? They're kind of... No, I can't because I said it wrong. I haven't shown you the intense yet, but I'm just bringing this back in because these are from the smoky selection, aren't they, Zoe?
Yes, they are, yes. It's with the washi tapes that you're coming to, and it's with the gems as well.
That is really, really clever. Love that. Let me show you the intense though, because of course, you see, it's obvious really, isn't it? Look how vivid these are. You've got those intense colours, you've got the reds, you've got the greens, the oranges. These are going to work so well with those gorgeous papers as well. Lots of different shapes and sizes in there. In total, 336 pieces, all for $15.99. 527055 is the item number. Now, we just mentioned the washi tape. That is an amazing sample, that one. I've never seen anything like that before, but very simple to do. You can recreate that card with the washi and, of course, those crystals there. Look how much we're getting for our money here. 3 sets of 4 rolls, so that's 12 rolls in total. Now we're looking at the top row here first of all. This is a pick and mix. So you can see, oh, lots of lovely colours. Again, Zoe, I mean, we've got all sorts of different designs there. These will work so well with the paper pads that we've got on the show.
They do. They work really, really well, and there's an array of colours there. And if you can see in the packs, you've got 3 of the wider types of washi, and then you've got a small, can you see a thinner one? In that yellow, you've got the thinner one, and that runs through all of them. So you get 3 of the same width, and then you get 1 that is like an accent, and it's a thinner roll.
Aren't they lovely? What beautiful designs yet again, and beautiful colours there. Washi tape, so popular now, isn't it? Maybe you bought your Deflecto storage earlier just for washi tapes, and now you need to fill it up. I didn't go for the washi tape. I went for plenty of other things. I haven't got a lot of washi, but now I've seen these, I'm thinking, I need some washi tape. I need a lot more than I've currently got. £16.99 is going to get you 12 rolls in total. We haven't shown you them all yet, but I'm just showing you some samples here as well. Love, love, love these samples. Let's have a look at the bottom row, because we have got more to choose from, and then I'll show you some more samples as well. Now these, you've got foiling on them. So we've got the 4 rolls in each set there, the 12 rolls in total again. Item number 024322, £16.99. You can see the metallic element there. Look at the donuts. Oh, it's making me hungry. Oh, the hearts there as well. You've got that thinner one again, Zoe, so you've got that lovely metallic running through one of the bundles I can see there.
Yes, and it really, and you see it coordinates with the other 3 that are in there. The thinner one always coordinates with the 3 that are already in the pack.
Lovely. Oh, these are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Spoilt for choice again here. I can see lots of people going for more than one option here as well. The concentric circles. That's a favourite of Lottie's. Oh, I just can't stop looking at the donuts because it's made me hungry. Mind you, pineapple. No, I'll go healthy and have the pineapple instead. Let's have a look at everything you're getting there. 024322 is the item number. We've got more to show you though. Lots and lots to show you, in fact. We've got some washi stickers as well. Now, we didn't see these on the counter, but we do have them. 292637. They're made of rice paper. Now, you're getting... Oh, you're getting a lot, aren't you? Self-adhesive washi sheets made of the rice paper. You can see there, 20 sheets and 10 of the stickers there, all for £17.99. Brand new today, of course, 292637. And then we have the wax seal kit. Now, I do think we're going to see this in action. Probably the second demonstration with Zoe this evening. Now, you're shopping ahead on this one as well. Only £10.99. That is a great buy, isn't it? I've not seen a wax sealing kit for a long time. Oh, this is fabulous. 080049. And then we've got more wax available as well if you want to go for more colours. Oh, wow, look at the colours there. The blue, you've got metallics in there as well. You're going for the wax sealing kit, you must go for these as well. Have the option of all those different colours. 919900. And you're getting 8 more of those sealing waxes there. Oh, fabulous. Oh, no wonder you've been excited about these shows, Zoe.
Can you see I got a little bit carried away with the samples?
Ah, amazing work. Have you done all the samples then?
They're all mine. Everything along here is all
well
mine.
Done. Now, just before we get into demonstrations, Zoe, is there anybody you'd like to say hello to?
Yes, thank you. My brother in America, Baz, and his family, Sandy, Skylar, Lila and Piper, they've all seen me on Hochanda before, and I'll say hello to them again because I know that they're watching. But also my sister and my other brother, they didn't know that, or they have not seen me before, so they're watching for the first time now. So,
oh, wow.
Hello Andrea, hello Mark, hi Baz, thank you very much for watching.
Yes, and welcome to Hochanda. Don't make it a one and only visit. It's nice to tune in and see Zoe, but there's lots more as well. But oh, isn't that lovely?
Yes. Yeah, I'm chuffed. A little bit nervous for some reason because they're watching.
Oh, well, don't be nervous, though. You're doing a great job. And we can, of course, go into demonstration now.
Brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the papers from the Rosa selection in the basics. What I've done is I've already gone ahead and I've got the plain paper for the matting and layering, and then you've got the paper and the cards, 270 cards. This is really good for scoring as well. You've seen me make some boxes with it. It's great for scoring. It's not going to split and it's not going to tear. So it's a really nice weight. So I'm just going to cut them down.
Okay, lovely. You've got some fabulous gift boxes on the counter, haven't you? Lots of different shapes and sizes, but it shows the quality of the cardstock. It shows how beautifully it holds its shape.
Yeah.
And how you can manipulate it, score it as well.
Yeah, it really does. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. It's just a treat. And I'll be honest with you, I have got a full batch of all of them coming for me for my personal use. Because it was either that or else I wasn't going to cut into them. I'm just going to take them home. Oh, you know, you said about the washi tape and the washi adhesives.
Yeah.
There is behind us a lantern card, and that's using those washi stickers.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I might be able to grab that in a little while.
Hopefully so, yeah.
Do you know, I'm going to have a sneak over to the back of the studio and pick up all the washes and the sample as well, and I'm going to bring them forward so we can have a good look at these.
Aren't they
you worked
lovely?
so hard on the samples, Zoe.
I was busy doing that one last night, and I was watching a programme on Chatsworth House, because that's not far from me.
Oh, look at this.
And if you look, can you see on the lantern sides, there's tickets? So they're kind of really vintage type tickets for different train stations. They're beautiful. They really, really are.
Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just sort of flash up what you're actually getting in that bundle, just so you know this is how they're going to arrive with you. So you've got your washi stickers there. Really good bundle this, isn't it? £17.99, 292 637. Love those. Back to you, Zoe.
Right, okay, all I'm doing is I'm just cutting these down to size. It's nothing particularly interesting. What I have done is, though, I've taken one of the papers out of which is the ones of India.
Yeah.
Which is the purple one? The one that was really popular.
Purple is the Punjab.
Yes, so I've taken out this. I don't know whether it'll show you on the screen. There we go. You can see the intensity of the embossing there. So when you do get these papers, these are from the top that you pull them. You pull them out.
Yeah.
Just open up the book and try and separate the pages a little bit so you don't either tear them or rip them or whatever. And it's the same with the basics. Just prise them open a little bit.
So be a little bit more rougher than you might imagine on the spine then, to really open it out to make sure they come away freely.
Yes.
Lovely.
And they will do. And you'll be able to see shortly how they mix with one another across the collections.
Now, I am going to let everybody know, because it was a very busy hour earlier, and again, the star of the show is actually that India collection. We are approaching limited stock on every one of the colours. These are handmade papers, don't forget. They work out at £6.50 each. You're getting 40 sheets. 20 sheets in each, so the pick and mix, that's 40 in total. You have got the choice there of the purple shades, the golds and the browns together. You've got the, I've forgotten the colours now. They've all got names, of course. You will find them all on the website. I don't want to take away from Zoe, but now, Delhi is the monochrome, which is very, very nice. It's upside down at the moment, but you can see there the designs in it. Absolutely fabulous. Do have a good look at those, but you need to remember we're approaching limited stock on each one of those now, so be very, very quick.
Do you know, I'm not surprised. I'm really, really not surprised. I was really excited to bring these to Hochanda when they arrived.
Need to see more, don't we, in the future?
Yeah, definitely, really, really do. I think they're adding something new to the market, that for us, the British market. I think they're adding something new. The only thing is that they're from Germany, so we don't know when we're going to be getting them back in again.
I remember somebody made, it was a guest book, it was a lady that made a guest book for me a long time ago, and it had some handmade paper on the front, and it was in a white pearl. It was absolutely beautiful, and everybody who saw it would say to me, can you find me that paper? I never did manage to locate anything like it. Now I've seen the Indian collection, I've seen that style in there, so that's now, I know it's handmade.
Yeah.
And you're getting so much in those pads, Zoe.
You really are. I think they have really gone to town with how much you can have, and they coordinate fantastically. They really do. They coordinate beautifully. So I'm just going to put this together. You're not going to need to see me do all of it.
Okay.
But I'll start putting these together so you can see then how the papers will coordinate with the Indian papers.
Do you know, and I'm thinking as well, because the price is so good on all of the paper pads that we've got, if you've got children that craft as well, you're not going to worry about giving them to use because you're not worrying about them being too expensive. They're going to love the colours as well. They're going to love the textures. Absolutely affordable to everyone. And I can really imagine some beautiful handmade albums with the papers as well. So lots of lovely matting and layering, Zoe.
Yes, so
bringing the
get
detail out.
This out. This is from the India collection, and it can be cut fantastically. It works really well. It's cut brilliantly, whether you're putting it through your die cutting machine, whether you're putting it through your guillotine, or whether you're cutting it by hand. It cuts really well.
It looks very malleable, that paper as well. I know when you kind of rolled it, you could see it wasn't creasing or crinkling at all.
No, it wasn't. And when I've cut it with the guillotine, you can see they've got nice, crisp, clean edges. Now, I would be a little bit more gentle with this if I was at home. I took a little bit longer on the sample that you've got there.
Loving to see it come together in different colours, though. And just have a quick flash at the sample, actually, that's already done. So you can see in the beautiful yellows with the oranges. Also, it was the yellows and the green paper pad that was used to create this one. Obviously, Zoe's using completely different papers in this sample and this demonstration. So we can see, you know, show the comparison with the colours.
Yeah, is that the right one? Just need to trim a bit off there. What I've done is, I'm not going to cut it out now and show you because you don't need to see me. Oops, sorry guys. You don't need to see me cut them out with a die cutter, but I've also used some of the papers from, I think it's the which is the orange one?
The orange one is, let me just check for you. The orange one is Mumbai.
Right.
Mumbai.
Okay.
I'm going to put that one to the front now you've mentioned it, just so we can see that.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
They are absolutely stunning.
And I don't feel that we can really do them justice here because they're so beautiful.
Well, do you know, you could sit at home with just one of these paper pads and make all sorts of different projects, and I think every single time you'd be amazing yourself at what you're creating with them because of the texture, because of the design, because of the fact that they're handmade as well.
Right, okay. So I've just got to stick the other one on, but I'll do that after we've finished.
Okay.
And there you can see it. Now I've cut it out already.
Oh, is that the handmade paper?
Yes, that's with one of the handmade papers.
Look at that.
And that's from the Orange India collection. And then I've used, these are from the block collection, the different blocks.
Oh,
you can see they
wow.
work well together.
They certainly do.
And then we've got these as well.
Gorgeous.
So they
You're
work
spoiled
really
for
well.
choice, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, you are. Really
Well, we
spoilt
are
for choice.
very busy, so in fact, we've got 6.5 minute queuing time on the phone lines at the moment. So if you can go to the website and use the web or use the app, then it will be a quicker route for you, but we will get to you. Do promise that. 919461 is the item number. Shall we just have, while Zoe's just putting those bits together, just sticking a few bits down, let's have another little look at these Indian collections again. Maybe we'll open one or two of these up. I don't want to take away too much time, but you can see the designs there on the front. So I'll just show you the colours first, and then we'll have a flick through one of them just to show you the style of the papers in there. So this one is, of course, Mumbai. Then we have this one here, which must be, was that Delhi, this one? I love that. The monochrome is Delhi. There we are. Then we shall have a look at the pinks and the purple, which is Punjab. Now that one is now limited stock on that one. Oh, this is it. They're all going to be selling out, I think. Now we've got here, which one is this one? We've got, I have to sit around to read it. Rajasthan is this one. So you've got your neutrals, your naturals, your oranges, your golds in there as well. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, actually, is that also, it is, isn't it? What's this one called? Did I look at this one last time?
You did.
I did. Oh, it's the one with the peacock in, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh, don't miss out on this one. Oh, this one is called Kerala. Yeah, throw me a little bit because the cover's very different, isn't it, on that one? But it's, oh, look at these again. This is the one I'm going to flick through, actually, now I've done it. Let me show you the peacocks the right way up. Isn't that beautiful? Those greens and blues. You've got the golds in here as well. Now I'm upside down, but it doesn't matter because most of these are non-directional. Look at the paisley. Wow. Oh, that turquoise. Oh, I think this would be my pick and mix, this one. I don't know about the other one yet. Look at that. Actually, when you look at the other side as well, you could use either side of that, couldn't you? Definitely. These, I do sort of think it sounds a bit strange, but papers are double-sided. Always look at the other side. It's not always about the face of those. Very, very busy on those indeed. £12.99. £12.99 for a pick and mix of any two. You have got 5 to choose from there. So if you do want them all, go for your favourite twice. Double up on that one. 919461. Now the wax seal kit. Can I just show very quickly? We've got the wax seal kit at the back of the studio, I think, actually. But I've got some samples here as well, just so you can see. Because I know we've got the seal kit, but then we've got the extra waxes as well. We will have a look at that, but for the sealing kit itself, you can see the details on the screen at the moment. Oh, do you know, it does have that finishing touch, doesn't it? And you'll know nobody's been in there before you if you've sealed it with wax. Maybe you are going to use this for your wedding invitations. Or maybe you're putting an extra special gift in an envelope or a secret message in there. £10.99 080049. There is the set. That's the sealing kit itself. So you get, of course, the sealing tool and those 3 waxes in there. Then you can go for the extra colours. I'd certainly be getting these as well. Oh, I love the fact that you've got rose in there. That beautiful pink, that turquoise is gorgeous as well. £11.99 for 8 of the sealing waxes. 919900. Now, I do believe Zoe's going to show us how we can work with these as well.
Yes, so just be a little bit careful because you will have, well, you don't have to, but this is the way that's recommended, is to get something like a tea light and just set a tea light alight.
Okay, lovely.
And then we'll get the first envelope. So then pick your colour, whichever colour you want it to be, and all you need to do, because there was a wick in the wax, all you need to do is just heat that up so it sets on fire, well, it sets alight.
Okay.
Oh, we're just struggling with this one. There we go.
Do you know, it might be the air conditioner that's blowing that
flame. It's
flame.
blowing it really bad. Right, let's have a look. I'll try another one. We'll try that one. See if
I can see we've got some melted wax in our candle.
We
though.
have.
I think we're going to turn the aircon off just in case it's the aircon that's blowing that wave.
Brilliant.
That wave, that flame.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was actually.
Oh,
So
that's a beautiful colour as well.
So all you want to do is just set it alight, and the wax burns quite quickly. Then all you need to do is hold it over your envelope and just let it drip.
So it is just like if you hold a candle at a certain angle, you'll find that the wax of a candle melts quicker. So usually if you put it on an angle, you'll find that it will drip and melt a little bit quicker. But you can see it's a nice thick wax, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. So what you want to do is you want it to cover the point at the end of your envelope where it seals.
Yeah.
And just make sure you've got it on both sides. So you've got it on the flap and you've got it on the body of the envelope.
I'm just trying to think if we can find anything else. Maybe we've got, I don't know, maybe something like a button, if you can put it onto some sort of handle, so you could push into that as well, so you've got different designs you could print.
Yeah, definitely. The ones that come in this set are For You and Best Wishes.
Oh, lovely.
So they're really good. They're across the board. Okay, and then while we've got this, just push it down. You just want to hold it for a second so it sets. It does set quite quickly.
And of course, you have to be quite quickly getting that tool on there before the wax does start to set.
Sorry, but there we go.
There we are, we can see. You can see that one is the Best Wishes.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
So what you do is, when you come to change it for the other one, you just want to unscrew it. And then, this is the For You one.
Now, it's nice that you've got that screw mechanism there as well, so you know it's going to hold nice and tight.
Yeah, it will do. There we go.
See, it takes me about this. I'm not... you know, I'm going to have to be careful. to the days we used to seal our documents with wax. Yeah, how old am I? Right. Oh, no, but when you watch the period dramas, you see it, don't you? You see it on the films and things. Always sealing their documents with the wax seals.
I think these are really nice for like wedding invitations or wedding stationery. You know, they just add that little bit personal touch. So what you want to do is you want to let it drop, and then you can just move it around a little bit, just so it covers a bit more of an area. So if we just tilt it a little bit, and we can see the wax start to move.
Look at the effect you've got there as well. You can see that metallic in there.
It's very, the metallic pigment in these is very thick. That's with the gold as well. Very, very rich. It does take a little minute.
Ah, but it's worth it, isn't it, Zoe?
Yeah, it is, definitely. So we'll just move that.
We can easily see the wick now that's burning as well. It's almost, it looks like it's a, well, you can, it's almost as though you can see the mica in there, there's the shimmer, the pearlescent finish, definitely the metallic finish in there.
Just keep it in a well-ventilated area, that's all I would say.
Do you know those couple of little drops there as well? These would look really good if you just did melt some of the wax into a background on a card or a project as well. Yeah. Without using the sealer, just to have the effect of the wax.
They would do. They also, if you put it onto acetate, heavy-duty acetate that can take it, you will also create pearl drops from this.
Because it'd peel away from the acetate.
Yeah. So there we go, and that's the one for you. So in a couple of minutes, these, I can peel them away. But there we go. If we just
love it.
Can you see there? There we go.
Oh, what a lovely set. So you've got the For You and the Best Wishes. You've got the tool and you've got 3 of the waxes, all for just £10.99. No wonder we've been busy on these. 080049. Now, we're very, very busy. Do check your baskets out. There's about 8 minutes queuing time on the phone lines at the moment. Don't forget to go with the tool set there, the wax toolkit. We've also got the extra waxes. Loving the fact that, my favourites in there, definitely. Well, it's classed as mint, but that blue, that beautiful turquoise, the rose in there as well. You've got the metallics, you've got the red. In fact, it's just a fantastic bundle, isn't it? Do add that into your basket alongside the tool. £11.99, 919900. So have you got another demonstration we can go with as well?
Yeah, we're going to go to the washi tape, if that's okay.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Yes, please.
Oh, you can see here, you know, we're talking about the pearls. I've dropped them onto here.
Yeah.
And these are ready to go.
Oh,
little pearls that you can drop as well, so you can create your own pearl accessories.
Amazing. So you can have everything to correspond and coordinate. We've got about 15 minutes left, Zoe, so we've got loads of time for another demonstration.
Brilliant. So I'm just going to pick 4. And what I've done is I've cut everything to size, but I'm just going to recreate the one with the candles that you like. The card with the candles and the
such a clever idea, that.
Do you know, I've not done anything with washi tape, so when it came to me in such quantity, I was a little bit bewildered. And all I did was I went online, and I believe we're allowed to say it because I did do in the last hour. I went on to Pinterest, and just typed in washi cards ideas, and loads came back. So if you are new to it and you don't know quite, you know, what to do with it, if you have a look on Pinterest, they work really well. Or if you want to, obviously, if you want to pause the TV with these, because of all the samples that I've done with them.
And definitely you can get the show from Rewind as well at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so you can see more of the samples and demonstrations there also. I'm just going to pick up that card again, just while I've got it here. In fact, there's 1 or 2 others I haven't shown you before as well. Do you know, washi tape, the first time we saw it here at Hochanda, I can't remember when it was, but I think it was one of those things, and people thought, well, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. And we used to stick our dies down with it. Oh, don't do that anymore. Oh, that's a waste, isn't it? Look at that as well. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous. So much inspiration. I think there's a lot of people that collect washi tape now, Zoe, just because it looks pretty.
Well, I'm one of them now. I love them. I think it's really great. It's a simple idea, and you can make cards up very quickly, and you can batch make with them as well.
Definitely.
Cards don't always have to be really intricate and have a lot of detailed, you're not detailed to them, but they have a lot of work in them.
Now you've got the gems, haven't you? The crystals there as well.
Yes, these are the hearts that I'm turning upside down to create a flame.
Oh, nice. So that's a different shape to the one on the sample card we've got, and it just goes to show that there's various different shapes in there. There is also a teardrop shape I can see in some of the crystals as well, so you have definitely got options.
Yeah, they're lovely. They're really, really nice. If I was doing this at home, I would have used probably my hot glue gun. However, I don't think anybody wants to see me getting burnt with it. It's horrendous, absolutely horrendous when I use a hot glue gun.
You know what you need, though? You want some of those finger protectors, those silicone finger protectors.
Oh, I didn't know about them.
Yes, yeah, you just look, they're like, it's almost as though you've cut off the end of a rubber glove, but it has, you know, like you've got the neck around a balloon, so it's got that rolled edge. So so because they've got those, they don't fall off, and you can just slide them onto your fingers. Then if you touch anything hot, you're not going to get burnt.
Oh, I definitely need some of those. I'm not good with my hot glue gun. I'm not good. It's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, you can get nasty burns from that. I do love mine, I've got to say. I wouldn't be without mine, but yeah, you've got to be careful, of course. I love this card.
Like I said, I've not done any washi tape cards really beforehand. I'm just having a little bit of a search online. There's also videos available on YouTube, but mainly I went to Pinterest.
Now we've had an email coming actually. Who's this email from? From Hannah. Hannah is asking, when it comes to the wax, Zoe, can we use the wax on anything else other than paper or card? Could we use it on fabric or something like that?
Yes, you can. Yes, yeah. You can use it on fabric, you can use it on your MDF, you can use it on your plywood, anything.
Amazing.
Yeah, you can use it.
Oh, think if you're making an album for someone and you want a secret message in there or a special photograph or something, you could put a little envelope inside your album and seal it, and it's only for the person to open who is the recipient of the album. Now, Hannah is also asking if we can see a closer look at the washi, so we will have a look at that in a few seconds. We'll just watch Zoe finish this card. That's coming together beautifully.
Just trim a tiny bit.
Just a little bit more trimming on the edge. We'll have a look at the washi while Zoe's just trimming that down so we can have a really good look at this. So we're looking, of course, at the first set here. So you're choosing any three. There are 4 rolls in each bundle. You can see the 3 wider ones and then the slimmer one there as well. Depending on which one you're going for, you've got different designs, different colours. So any 3. Now the first set that we're looking at doesn't contain the metallic effect, but you've got some beautiful designs in there. They will go very, very well with all the papers we've got. Look at the feathers there. So pretty. 837714 is the item number. Only £16.99. Love those. Oh, I like those pretty ones. The yellows and the pinks and turquoise are nice, aren't they? Works out at just £1.41 per roll. That's exceptional value. Then, if we just have a look at the bottom row as well, this is where we've got the foil one. So it's a different item number for these. Oh, Lottie wants the donuts now. I'll fight you for them, Lottie. Lottie's going because it's choose any 3 for the donut, the one below that with the concentric circles, and the one on the left with the geometric bronze. That's Lottie's choice. Oh, while we're here, I've got to ask Jimmy then. Jimmy, which 3 are you going for? Jimmy is going for the flamingos. Interesting. At the geometric. Oh, donuts for Jimmy as well. Do you know what? Do you know the donuts in my pick as well? I like the one with the little birdies on the branch as well, so I'll go for that one. And I think, do you know what? I'm going to go for the flamingos. Yeah. Zoe, what about you? Have you got a favourite 3?
I like the one with the pineapples. The one at the end. I like that one. I like the one underneath it as well because they coordinate really well together. And the one to the right of it. The one next one in, that one. Yeah, that pink one.
Perfect.
I love all of them. They're absolutely great and they all work really well together.
Again, you could go for them all, go for multiples, double up on the favourites, all for £16.99, but it's a choose any 3 in your pick and mix. 024322. Talking of washes, Zoe, how are we getting on?
There we go. So we've done finished the card now.
Lovely.
And you can see how quickly was that done.
Amazing. Absolutely fabulous. Love it. There you go. So make the most of the washi while we've got it as well. 024322. Now, something that is still proving to be very, very popular are the Indian papers. So we'll have another look at these as well. So you have got those different colour options. Remember, you've got to choose any two, pick and mix here. You can go for more than two, but we're getting very close to selling out of a lot of things here. Now, Mumbai, what we're looking at first here. Oranges, golds in there, those beautiful sort of spicy colours, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely paisley print in there, lots of different designs. The paper again, it does feel absolutely gorgeous. This is handmade paper. You can feel texture on so many of these as well. Do look at both sides because you've got very decorative sides there. It may not always look the same on the other side, or you may find that you want to work with the solids. You've got embossed pages here. You've got the metallic running through this one. Let me just go back to that so I can really show you. There. Look at that, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The depth of the embossing is incredible as well. That one there, actually, you could easily pick out just the centre of the flowers with a little gem if you wanted to do that as well.
Doesn't it look stitched?
It does look
really
stitched. I'm just going to angle it a little bit, see if we can pick up the depth a little bit more. Love it. This is just one of them, remember. You've got glitter elements in there as well. Absolutely stunning. So Mumbai is the oranges and reds, almost at limited stock on that one. Delhi, absolutely gorgeous, 80% of the stock gone. This is more of your monochrome. I'm just going to give it a quick flick as well. Again, apologies if it's upside down for any of these. Look at the depth of the embossing again there. I've just got to sort of tilt this so you can really appreciate what you get in there. It does mean sometimes with the cameras it just doesn't catch quite right. That is exactly like that paper that I was talking about on the album. I searched high and low to find that paper, never found it, and now I know why. It was handmade paper. I was looking in the wrong place. Look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Do you know, I think this might be my new favourite actually, Delhi. Love it. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can add that colour, can't you? Almost 80%. Punjab is limited stock, so you've got your pinks, your purples, your cerises in here. You've got silvers, gold in here as well. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to speed up a little bit because I want to get back to Zoe. So that's the Punjab. Then you've got the Rajasthan, which are kind of your, I don't want to say neutrals, but you've got your warm tones, haven't you? Your earthy tones in here, your golds as well, very rich, opulent colours in here as well. What a lovely mix. Oh, I don't know. This might have to be my pick and mix. I'm going for Delhi in this one so far. Might change my mind yet. Almost 80% of the stock gone. Oh, I'd forgotten about this one. Oh.
This is stunning, this one. As soon as I opened the page to that, immediately I thought of peacocks and feathers.
I know. Isn't that beautiful? This is Kerala. Kerala. Beautiful. You can't go for two. You've got to go for more than that. Go for multiples. $12.99 is, of course, the price there. For that pick and mix of any two, 919461. Back to you, Zoe.
Brilliant. So what I just wanted to do was I've taken one of the papers from the India collection and I've taken some of the paper from the Basics collection to show you how well that they coordinate together.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. And this paper just is really, it's lovely to cut. I don't like cutting into it, but it's really lovely. And it's always got a nice, crisp, clean finish to it.
So when yours arrives, your own personal stock, Zoe, have you got plans of what you're going to do with it, or are you just going to look at it?
I'm probably going to look at it for a long time. If you look at my collection of paper, I've got so much where it's just too nice to cut into. And I keep thinking, oh, well, I could use it for such a body, I could use it for such a body, and then you think, well, no.
You want to use it on a project that you've got stood out the whole time, so you're always looking at it.
Yeah. Well, they're so, I mean, they're lovely. These papers are just stunning. They really are. I love the fact that we've got those Basics collection that goes, you know, they go together, and they really do complement the India papers as well.
Do you know, you're so spoilt for choice. I'm just thinking if you've got an 8x8 or maybe a 6x6, a square card, and you cut squares out of different papers from those packs, then put a little square of, let's say, 9 different designs all on the front of a card. That would look lovely, wouldn't it? A sentiment in the middle, matting and layering, and then you've got the beauty of so many papers all in one go.
There's a technique that Janice from the previous show, she recognised that I do quite a lot, and I've done it with the washi tape here, but if you go onto YouTube, there's a technique called the herringbone technique where you use up your scraps kind of thing. And I think if you can see it's the top one, not in that pile nearest to you. There you are, that one. Yeah, that's called the herringbone technique.
Ah,
so
yes,
I've done it with the washi tapes. But
I did show this earlier, but I didn't realise it had a name.
Yes, it's the herringbone
technique there. So you could do that with your scraps of paper as well and just glue them down as well if they're not already adhesive.
Yeah, and how nice would that look?
Oh, I know what you could do. You could get some of the double-sided adhesive sheets, couldn't you? And stick your paper onto that and then trim and then stick down. That's what I'd be doing.
That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Really pretty. So there we go. This is just a quick card again, showing you how elegant you can make cards, and literally that took a couple of minutes. So you've got the India paper, then on the outer bit, the orange, that's from the Basics collection, and then inside is a mix of the Basics Rosa and also the can you see that one in the middle, the gold, and that is from the India collection.
Beautiful.
And they all work really well across the whole range. So if you get whatever you get from the show, you can rest assured that they will always match one another. They'll coordinate and complement.
Definitely. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Zoe.
Thank you very
Talking
much.
of the basics as well, because Zoe did use some there. Let's give you a reminder of those. It's a while since we've seen these. So you've got your yellow, you've got your pink or your rosa, you've got your blue, your green, and your brown as well. You can see you've got your solids, you've got your decorative pages as well. Absolutely stunning. You are going to use those. It says basics, but to me there's nothing basic about those at all. But once again, the star of the show has been the Indian papers. These are absolutely stunning. We'll go through them one last time. I can tell you that each and every one is limited stock on these. So let me go again. So Rajasthan. You can see all of those different designs at the bottom there. This has quickly become one of my favourites. This and the Delhi, I think, for me now. I'm loving the bright colours, but these earthy tones are just stunning, aren't they? And you've got almost a contemporary feel with some of these sheets as well, Zoe. You've got opulence in there, sort of classical sort of designs in there as well. You've got the texture. Oh, that really is as textured as it looks.
And that would be, yeah, it does, definitely. And that would be great for a masculine card. That would work really well for a masculine card.
It really
but then
would.
you'll flip onto another page and it work really well for a feminine card. So they're not gender specific really at all, or
They're
age
not.
specific.
Totally agree that. Do you know, you've got little gift boxes as well that you might want to cover. You could use these as gift wrap as well. Zoe, just as I'm continuing to flick through some of these, just so everybody can have a final last look, do you know when you're back again?
I am back again on Valentine's Day.
Are you?
Yes, I am, yes.
And who are you here with for Valentine's? Do you know what company?
What company? No, it's so we're going to be looking at different dyes, very elegant and very pretty dyes and flower dyes.
Well, go for your papers, whether it be the basics or the Indian collection. Make sure you've got those ready and waiting for when you get your new dyes from Zoe next time. Much more to come. Thank you very much, Zoe. We're back with Janice and the One Day Special coming up next. Those papers were stunning. Check those baskets out, everybody. We've got Creative Nestables One Day Special coming up next, and then an hour of Pink Frog Crafts. It's happy hour as well, and then another hour of the One Day Special.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for well over 20 years now, and a designer for just over 10 years. Sentimentally Yours is my multi-award winning brand of clear stamps, rubber stamps. I've now also introduced lots of craft dyes in there, designer papers. I have my mediums where we've introduced the Flawless Media brand into the Sentimentally Yours family. So on our Hochanda shows we aim to inspire you, to be educational and to teach you how to get the most from the products that we're bringing to you. The Sentimentally Yours family has grown to include my good friend Julia Watts and our new designer Trudy Howard. Hopefully we're all going to bring something different to the show, so you're going to be enriched with lots of different ideas and inspiration. Be sure to join us for our Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. we are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team here on Hochanda, for ideas and inspiration.
Hi, I'm Donna and this is my brother Simon, and we're Pearly Winks Craft Supplies. We've been crafting since we were very young. My mum got us into crafting and we've been loving it ever since.
We have a good selection of inks. We started with our Winks, which are just a water-based ink, and then went on to the pearls. We've added some chalks, we've got some glitter sprays, and then we've added some beautiful stamps to complement the inks.
We've got a fantastic design team who help us with all our designs for the stamps, and we've got a great range of inks which we manufacture ourselves here in the UK.
Our pearl sprays and our Pearly Winks are loaded with mica, so they give you amazing results on your projects.
We hope that our products bring you as much fun, creativity and inspiration as they do to us. We love all of our products and we hope you do too. So make sure you don't miss our shows on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business, and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. It's time for the second live hour today of the one-day special, and almost a third of the stock has gone. Every day here on Hochanda we launch a one-day special. We have fantastic collections for you at a reduced price for 24 hours. So we're always very busy on the launch hour, and we continue to be busy with this set of nesting dies. Details on your screen, 876850. That is your item number. You've got your slimline and your DL, two very, very popular sizes at the moment. £80.93 is your freedom price, but guess what? Yes, 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 we will divide that cost for you, making it easier for you to budget. £26.98 today, then another £26.98 in a month's time, and then another £26.98 a month after that. We're splitting this over 3 months, which is brilliant, isn't it? Now you've got 54 dies in total, and you've got some really interesting finishes to your nesting dies. You can mix and match these, but I'm not alone on the show. Oh no, 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 we mix and match our presenters and guests, and we have a fantastic guest with us. We've got the lovely Lou. Hi, Lou.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, Lou. It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't worked with you for ages, but I love working with you because you've got great inspiration, you've got wonderful ideas for us as well, and we've got some great demonstrations coming up. But can we talk about nesting dies and the sizes that we've got here? Because normally we see the larger nesting dies, but these are really popular sizes at the moment, aren't they?
Absolutely. So DL shape has been around for quite a while now, and it's almost done full circle. It's coming back into fashion, and then that's spurred on the even more contemporary and modern slimline shape, which is what we've got the two of here. They work really well together as we've got the similar finishes to many of them, but by having nesting dies, you're going to be doing your card bases, you're going to be doing frames, you're going to be doing apertures, you can do really neat matting and layering of any of those shapes, but then you can use these as well to fold into card bases that are smaller. For example, you can make pockets from them, you can make little albums from them. They're never ending. They are a staple that you'll just use all the time.
You know, you're quite right, and having these all at the same time, you can buy them in individual pairs and individual sets, but I think having them all, especially when we divide the cost over 3 months to budget, it means you've got them. It's almost like a one-time purchase, isn't it, Lou? Once you've got them, you've got them, and they're going to last you a very, very long time and enable you to be very creative, like you say.
Absolutely. So beginner crafters often sort of say to me, I've just got a die cutting machine, what's the first dies I should buy? And I always say to them, go for your nesting dies, go for your basic shapes, then you can add to that, but that's your base, isn't it? That's your blank canvas for your cards then. But as we can see from the examples that we were just looking at, you're not just using them as your matting and layering and things like that, are you? You can use it for so much more.
Yeah, you really can. And we've got some beautiful finishes on your nesting and layered dies. We've got your straight edge. And if you want them individually, the details will be at the bottom of the screen as we go through them. So those are your straight edged nesting and layering dies, which are fantastic for your apertures. Great for building mini pages, maybe. DL pages for a scrapbook if you want to, or maybe for your journaling. So those are your straight. You've got 11 and 9 dies in those particular sets. So you've got the difference in sizes. The next set we've got are your scalloped edges, always very, very popular, and these are beautiful. They really, really are. You've got your 2 different sizes in sets of 7 and 6. Details at the bottom of your screen, £24.98 if you want to go for those, 13 in total. And then you've got my favourite, the stitched edge. Oh my goodness, these can change just an ordinary aperture into something quite extraordinary. Great for your vintage style cards as well as your modern. Details again at the bottom of your screen, 507870, £24.98. You've got, I don't think you've got 15 dies in that set, have you? Looks like 11 to me, 5 and 6. Yeah, so 5 and 6, that's 11 in that particular set. And then the final one for you is there's 10 dies in this one, but on this one you've got that lovely stitched edge still, but you've got the slim line, and then you've got that wavy line. Again, I've not seen a nesting die set like this, but again, it's a great addition to your crafting stash. If you want to go for it separately, £24.98. But of course, the full collection, nearly a third has gone. 876850 is your item number. Freedom members, you are saving an extra 10% on top of that saving with your one-day special. And if you want to become a Freedom member today, it is a why not deal. So by becoming a Freedom member today at £5.97, the saving is £18.99. So it's a why not deal. You might as well become a Freedom member to make that saving, because it's greater than the saving if you weren't. 876850. Right, we've got more for you on the show. We've got a great set of stamps, we've got a paper pad, and we've also got a stencil here for you. Really, really love these. We'll bring the details up on the screen, then we'll have a word with our Lou. Saving £5, £33.95. But you've got the whole complete collection here, Lou. This is excellent value for money, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and it's so pretty as well. It's really beautiful. Perfect for coming into spring as well. The sentiments, they're those mixed font ones, the bold fonts mixed with that sort of scripty font there as well. Some really generic sentiments you're going to use all the time, like happy birthday and just for you. And then you've got some really nice ones in there as well, like butterfly wishes, for example. Thank you for being you. I really like that because you can send that at any time.
And
then we've got, sorry,
I was going to say it's lovely font on there as well. But we're moving on to this beautiful stamp set here. Isn't this lovely, Lou?
Oh, it's gorgeous. As a child particularly, I loved dandelion clocks. I'd pick them and blow the little pieces around all the time. But this is so pretty. So we've got the bubbles on there as well to create that bouquet effect, if you want to, which is very trendy at the moment. And that, of course, matches perfectly with our stencil too.
And the stencil, that's going to enable you to create some lovely backgrounds. And with stencils, Lou, you can use as much of the stencil you like, or you can just use parts of it, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping in this hour I get to do a stencil demonstration actually with that. So, and that's exactly as you said, I'm not going to be using the whole thing all at once. I'm going to move it about a bit and build up some layers.
Then we've got the beautiful butterfly stamps that we're seeing here, Lou. Again, mixing with those dandelion clocks. Very clever, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is a detail that you might actually blink and you miss it almost, those little butterflies on the end of the dandelion clock there. But the detail that is inside of these butterflies is stunning. If you love colouring in your stamped images, this is absolutely perfect. But these just embossed in a gold or a silver or any colour really picks out that detail perfectly. I mean, you can see those flowers in that top butterfly. They're lovely.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? You've also got the paper pad as well, which work beautifully. And this is your, it's a soft focus effect, isn't it, that you can get in photography. And that's why you've got all of that lovely soft focus in the background. You've also got the stamps that correspond and match that, so you can recreate that particular effect if you want to. But they're so soft, so delicate, and beautiful colours as well, especially heading towards the spring. I'm thinking Easter, early summer, for example. Perfect colours, perfect images, and perfect stamps to boot. And what a great set this is to get. £33.95. That's for the full complete collection. 953314 is your item number. Absolutely love that. You've got a little bit of everything. Your paper pad, your stamps, your stencil, your sentiments, you're good to go. And that's a great price. If you wanted to go with this and your one day special, if you're liking anything else down the counter, then we'll also divide the cost of that into 3 payments alongside your 3 payments for your one day special. So let's say you did want to add this to your basket. It's only another £11.75 today, and then another, round about £11.75 anyway. Right, let's head to our next stamp set. These are absolutely gorgeous. You wait to see the characters we've got here. This is Daisy Me Design, Dotty About You stamp set, Daisy May Design. A lovely set here, Lou. Aren't they cute?
Oh, they're adorable. They're all hand-drawn by Claire Rowlands, who designs all of these. And she's just so talented. Aren't they gorgeous? That Dalmatian is adorable. So we've got lots of animal-themed stamps here, but this is actually Love is in the Air collection. So you've got a lot of hints towards Valentine's, maybe missing people as well and things like that. But you can absolutely use this away from Valentine's, of course, because you can see you've got the dogs there. The dachshunds are amazing. I absolutely adore those. We've got some birds in this one as well. So you are so tweet. Some birdie loves you. Things like this. The sentiments are really fun.
Oh, they're so sweet. They're so gorgeous. And something for, yes, Valentine's Day, but also, like you say, Lou, just cards to say you love somebody, you're missing somebody, or maybe a fun card for a younger member of the family because you've got those cute characters in there. And you've also got that lovely cart with the flowers and the cactus. I think thought of everybody with these designs. £33.99, saving £3, 379,792. I mean, that little stamp just there with the envelopes and the love hearts, that would be great on the back of an envelope if you're sending it to somebody. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that. Right, we have got 3 options in our next set of dies for you. And these are your cross stitch dies. So you've got your squares and circles at the top. Really like these, Lou, a little bit different because they've got, it's almost like a torn distress look to them, isn't there?
Yeah, these work so well with those Daisy May stamps that we just saw. They're very much Claire's style, but of course they're going to work with absolutely anything. You don't have to buy the stamps for these dies to work, of course. They are your matting and layering dies and your card shapes and your apertures and your frames and all of that again. But that detail is really special, and actually when you ink around the edges of these cards, it really picks out that cross-stitch effect.
Yeah, I bet it does. Now, I don't know which is going to be my favourite. We'll have a look at the others and I might ask you the same question. So your first set was the squares and the circles. We're now looking at the hearts and the stars. £24.98, again saving £3 on that deal. This is a great investment. I've never seen any nesting dies like this. Normally they're just straightforward, they're squares, they're triangles, they're diamonds, they're ovals. These are different, aren't they? These are different with that lovely edge and detail cut into them. £24.98 again, 667626. And the final set to show you, oh, I keep changing my mind about my favourites now, but I'm going to have to choose one. These are, you've got your tags here and those lovely, beautiful aperture designs, £24.98. These are your tags and labels. 667626 is your item number, £24.98. So, Lou, if I was to put you on the spot, which of these sets is your favourite?
I think it's got to be the last one we looked at because I love a shaped card and I think you could be making some really fun shaped cards with these.
Yeah, you're right. Those are your tags and labels. I think my favourite, oh, I keep changing, it's got to be the love hearts and the stars for me. That would be my favourite. And if we can't choose, we'll just have both of them and the price will just change accordingly. Right, we're going to let Lou get ready for her first demonstration while we take a look at some inspiration. Yeah, DL and slimline cards are becoming very, very popular. You know, we go through trends with furniture, we go through trends with clothing, with haircuts. Well, maybe not haircuts at the moment, but there are trends, aren't there? And with craft, the trend at the moment, and it's heading more and more that way, is going back to those DL and those slim line cards. And I think that particular style is going to stay with us for a couple of years as well. So this is a great investment for you. This is your one-day special. Nearly a third of the stock gone. Freedom members, that extra discount for you. 876850. Now we've got Lou live on Skype. So what's the first demonstration, Lou?
Okay, so I'm going to work with the slimline dies first. I'm going to be using the straight edge, but with all of my demonstrations, any of these nesting dies that I'm using, you can actually use any of them. It doesn't matter. So the same effect you can use with the scalloped edge if that's what you love. Just one thing to note about these actually, when you're looking at either the slimline or the DL, you can take, for example, the scalloped edge, and of course the straight edge or the stitched edge will fit absolutely perfectly inside for matting and layering, so you don't have to keep to the same shape when you're building up your layers. You can mix and match the different finishes around the edge, which just makes them even more versatile. But as you see, I've got all of mine on magnetic sheets because these are going to come out time and time again. So I'm using the slimline straight edge, but I've already cut everything out. So I have got, that's one of the papers, but that's for inside my card. I've got 2 pieces of parchment or vellum that I've cut there, and then I've also got a gold frame. Now the gold frame has been cut to the same outer border as the parchment, and then I've taken the next size down and cut the inside out. So I've then also got a rectangle of gold somewhere in my craft stash bits where all my little bits go that I'll use another time. And then I've taken it down a couple of notches down in the sizes of the nesting dies to cut an aperture into a slightly larger card base there. So I've done all of my cutting already because I want to get on with the design part of it. So really, as you can see, the nesting dies are a staple. They're like a tool that you'll just use without thinking about for nearly all of your cards once you've got them in your stash. So the next bit for me, I'm just going to take a large acrylic block, and I'm going to bring in, I should have these ready actually, but I didn't. I'm going to bring in some stamps. So these are beautiful. And I'm going to stamp onto the parchment using a black ink. Now this usually takes a little while to dry, but what I'd do if I was doing a black ink, I would set it with a clear embossing powder if I needed it to dry a little bit quicker. But on each of my panels I'm going to do a slightly different design, but with using these really pretty dandelion clocks. So I'll work on this one first. So I can pick those up like so. I'm going to just pop a piece of paper down just to protect my surface. This is just an old piece of paper because I'm going to stamp over the edge of the vellum there.
Now the circle stamps in the set, Lou, they are like a lens blur effect, or supposed to be used in that way, but you can use them for anything, I guess. But I think that's really nice because I guess you can make some really cool effects in the background with them.
Yeah, so bokeh is, I want to say it's Japanese for the word blur. And that's exactly what you get when you do blur. The light goes into sort of these little circles and dots on your photos. You've probably seen it if you try to take a photo almost in the sunlight sometimes. You get that effect. And it's actually quite sought after now, isn't it? You get this filter on lots of the social media sites now with this effect. But yeah, it's just a blur, and it's a very, very soft effect, isn't it? But really, really pretty. But then, like you say, you could use them as bubbles. You could use them as just a really sort of funky pattern for a background, particularly these circles. I mean, for gentlemen's cards, for teenage cards, just stamping and embossing those, maybe, I don't know, in gold on navy blue. Maybe.
Yeah, that'd look good.
And they're going to work really well. Sorry, I'm interrupting you there.
No, I was agreeing with you. Yeah, that would look really nice.
Yeah, so you don't have to keep to sort of your pastels and your pretties with this set. Of course, they really will reach across lots of different genres. So, as you can see there, I've just been stamping those dandelion heads. They are just gorgeous. They're so delicate. They're really, really pretty. I've stamped them in VersaFine. So on the parchment, that would take a little while to dry. You can heat set it to speed it up, but I've already got some that I've heat set, so I don't need to worry about that. So that's one. And then the other one I'm going to do, just make sure that's not wet. I'm going to bring in the other set of stamps, or rather the other stamps that are in this set, and there's 3 dandelions, and this is one stamp, so it's not separated, so you can really fill the background or do an image on a card very quickly with these. But they do also look like fireworks if you wanted to use them like that for a celebration card. Maybe
that's a good idea.
Mask off the stems.
Yeah, great, especially if you emboss them as well, Lou. They would look lovely.
Oh yeah, if you were to emboss these in a different colour, so I'd do a little bit of masking, I think, and embossing one in pink, one in green, one in yellow, and yeah, that would look amazing. Or just maybe gold and silver on black.
Yeah,
that'd be fantastic for things like, I know New Year's just come and gone, but hopefully next year we'll be having parties and things. So get prepared for that. It comes around every year. So there, I've actually got 2 pieces of parchment with different dandelion images on them, but because I've used the parchment, when I put them together, we've then got, hopefully you can see that, we've got that sort of faded effect in the background to those base ones, which just gives you a bit of depth and dimension.
It does now, Lou. Actually, I was thinking with the bokeh effect, with the stamps, you've created just that. You could actually stamp in the background one of those circles and one in the foreground, and you'll kind of get that blurred lens effect as well. So that is genius.
Absolutely. And of course you could add on another layer over the top of this that would fade the background out even more. That would then fade these slightly, and you'd have another layer on top. You can keep building on this, and I've just used the dandelions, like you say. You've got the circles in there as well. You've got butterflies in the other set that you could use. You've got leaves and things. So we could have from this set, we've got leaves that you could have floating through the air if you wanted to signify, you know, wind and things like that. Yeah, there's lots you can do with this, but I do have, I'll pop this to the side because I'll bring these ones in. I have got a pair of the parchment stamped, but these ones I've heat embossed because I was in a hurry and I didn't want to wait for it to dry. So I've just put clear embossing powder over those, and I've stuck them together there with some clear, like red liner tape.
Love
so
that.
That's all ready to go.
It's really, really effective. How lovely. And like you say, you can use them as fireworks or you can use them as flowers. It's such a lovely image. And now, just putting it together, it's really nice to actually section out your card making, isn't it, Lou? Sort of concentrate on one part, put that aside, concentrate on another part. You feel like you're doing something then.
Absolutely. In fact, saying that, just before I stick this down, I'm going to try and be sensible and think about my layers. I want to stamp a sentiment, and it's going to be a lot easier if I haven't got my things stuck down already, because I'm going to add a bit of dimension to them as I stick them. So I think let's just use the phrase "just for you," one of the smaller ones from this stamp set. We've got all sorts here. So we've got, like, you give me butterflies, which is one I used in the last hour. I love this big one here. Friend, such a simple word for one of the greatest necessities of life. And that's really sweet.
It is,
especially at the moment. I was reading somewhere the other day, we're sending a lot more letters and cards now than we ever have done.
Oh, that's lovely. And so we should.
Yeah, so when you, absolutely. So when you want to speak to somebody, you just send a little card with a nice message like that on. So I'm just stamping down the bottom here, just for you, on there. And I'm doing that, like I say, because I want to add dimension here with foam tape. If I do that now, it's not going to interfere with my stamping. It's a really, really pretty brush lettered script as well. There we go. Pop that to the side. I'll clean that up in a moment. So I cut that. This is it's a gold glitter card, but it's a no shed one, so it's almost got a little more matte to it, so it's a bit more sophisticated, I suppose. So that will go over the top in a moment. I'm going to put some more red line tape onto this. Now, I'm not sure where I got this red line tape from, but it's a little bit like a gel, so it's almost a dimensional red line tape.
Yeah, we've got some red line tape coming up next, actually, in a happy hour deal.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, which might be looking at. I was going to ask you, Lou, what's the card weight that these dies will cut through? Bearing in mind we're creating apertures, what would you say is the maximum?
Probably about as thick as a card base would get, is about 350. I'll easily go through that if you're doing one layer at a time, not a problem. Yeah, because they're simple dies, you haven't got to worry about the detail or anything getting caught. So, yeah, really, really good quality dies that'll go through a nice heavyweight cardstock.
That's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's when dies are really detailed, that's when you need to start thinking, oh, how much can I do with that? Now I'm going to open my card base up because I've cut that aperture, and I've purposely cut that a little bit smaller than the parchment. In fact, I've cut it smaller even than the inside of the gold frame.
Okay.
And that's because I kind of wanted to add an extra layer of white border behind the parchment. So I'm just going to hover this over, and I'm hoping that I can see. I don't want to put my head into view, but I'm hoping that's kind of given me a little bit of a white border in there, and then I'm going to put my gold over the top. So we've got more dimension through there. So this gold will just finish off that frame beautifully. Of course, it's the same size as the parchment. I cut it all from the same die. And being dies, we know they're going to be absolutely perfectly finished. Just tape. So this is foam tape this time. So I've got my red liner tape on the parchment and then foam tape. If I can just get the backing off of this one. Come on.
Oh, and
There you go.
that's what makes that gold stand out, look quite thick then, having the foam tape on the back.
Yes, so it really does just raise it up, gives it a bit of a drop shadow. There we go, and gives that a bit of a frame there, which is really pretty, framing that sort of silhouette or that image. Now, because that's white on white, I'm just going to bring in the blue. Now, this is one of those patterned papers.
Yes.
That we've got in the apple blossom pad, and I'm going to pop this on the inside of the card, and that will just help you with the colour behind. See, I'll just cut that, and that will fit nicely in there, adding a little bit of colour, because I've got no colour as such except the gold on the front, and that adds a little bit of colour behind. And then we've got that little see-through. Now, you could do this with acetate as well, with something like a stays on, so that would look really pretty to have the blue behind and then the acetate. Again, you could do it in layers and put foam tape between the acetate layers, so you're sort of looking through the dandelions. But it's just really pretty and just made easier with your nesting dies.
Oh, it's such a lovely, lovely card. And how easy was that to put together? I say easy, I mean, I'm standing here, you're doing it. But you've showed us how to do that and inspired us to make the card as well. We'll come back to Lou in a few moments' time. We are having a very, very busy show. We certainly are. Right, OK. Oh, no way. Sorry. I have my producer talking to me, so sometimes I get so... I'm like, no way. So I'm not saying no way to you guys. I'm being told that nearly half the stock... I said nearly a third. Now nearly half the stock has gone. We're getting very, very busy. This is a great set of dies to have. We are going to give you the details for the sets individually, but collectively, your one-day special, Freedom members, you are saving an extra 10% of your savings. So, with your one-day special, the one-day special saving £10, but you're saving an extra 10% on top of that. It's an extra £8.99. 876850 is your item number. So, Freedom members, it's a why not deal. It means that if you become a Freedom member today, and your Freedom membership will start today, you will make that extra 10% savings. So why not deal? That extra 10% is your Freedom membership. It makes sense. We'll also divide the cost over 3 months as well. Interest-free payments, really easy to set up. We don't need to phone you back or interview you or anything like that. All we need to do is get you to click a box on the website or just tell us you want FlexiBuy and we'll sort that out for you. So it makes it affordable. This is the kind of one-day special that you've been waiting for. You want to get in your crafty stash and that's it. You're good to go. This is almost like the fuel for your crafting vehicle. Once it's in, off you go. £26.98, your first payment as a Freedom member. Very, very busy. Almost half the stock has gone. Now, if you just want the individual pairs, you're more than welcome to do that. We'll take a look at those for you. You've got the DL straight edge, and the slimline scalloped die set. You've got 17 dies altogether. Limited stock though, £24.98. 308760 is your item number. So that's your first set, but we're limited stock. If you just want those two, get them in your basket and check on out. Make sure you get them. Right, the next two we've got for you are your DL scalloped edge die set. You get 7 in that, and you get your slimline sewing die set, and you get 6 in there. So that's 13, and that's 336111, £24.98. Busy for those. Remember, DL is such a popular size to have. Can I just turn this around just to show you there you go. Just to show you the kind of scale that we've got with your nesting and layer dies. So that's a really good way of having a look at how the different sizes work. And then I'll turn that back around because that isn't to scale. Right, the next set we're going to take a look at is your DL stitched edge, and that comes with your slimline straight edge. That's 507870 is your item number, just £24.98. Saving £3 on that deal, and that's 15 dies, in total. And then, oh my goodness, oh we've sold out individually of the stitch torn edge and the slimline stitch straight edge. The only way you can get these two, and they are lovely, is in the one-day special. Wow, I knew we were busy, but I didn't realise we were that busy. It's a wonderful set to get, isn't it? You know, they're incredibly well built as well, well designed for you. £89.92. Considerable purchase? Let's divide it into 3 months for you. Makes it affordable, doesn't it? So if your budget, let's say, as a Freedom member is £26.98 this month, there you go, you've got it. And we'll have another payment in a month's time and another payment a month after that. Freedom members, 888 your basket, £5.97. It's as easy as that to join, and then you don't pay any P&P on anything for a whole month. It's great. And then we'll get you to be a member again for another month, unless you decide to stop, and then you just let us know. But it is a great way to buy. It really, really is. Half the stock now has gone of your one-day special. Busy, busy, busy. At this rate, we probably won't have any left by midday tomorrow, because, of course, we continue with the broadcasting throughout the night. We have repeat shows, and people do buy throughout the night as well. Right, let's head back to Lou Collins live on Skype for our next demonstration. What we're going to have a look at next, Lou?
Thank you, Janice. We're going to actually go to the apple blossom. I want to use this stencil, so we were talking about this earlier. I'm going to bring it onto this black for you, just so you can really see that detail, because obviously in the packet it's on white. So we've got in here the circles, different ones, outline ones and solid ones. So if you want to create that effect that we were talking about, sort of the camera blur, you can really do that with this. And just a quick tip, if you do this with, so if you ink yourself a background, usually darker colours works a bit better. A few different colours, like maybe purples and blues and things, and then go over with this stencil with a white or a very pale colour ink. You've instantly got that blurred background. But that's not what I'm doing now. That's just another tip for you. I'm going to be working mostly with these ones here. Okay, so pop that to the side, because that was just to show you. Now I've got a piece of A5 cardstock, but I've put it onto a base. For some reason I've forgotten to bring over to the studio here. Well, it's only 2 minutes from home, but I've forgotten to bring over my resistant mat for my ink blending, so this is just going to protect my surface a little bit. So you can see already I've done lots and lots of blending of this before with the colour that's on there. I haven't given it a proper wash with soapy water, I've just given it a white.
Could I ask you a question? Would you be able just to move up your artwork just a little bit further, just a little bit more, and we can see it better? Yes, sorry that you've got to move your inks up. Yeah, that's
okay.
Lovely, Lou. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to use a purple, a teal and a blue, which are like all my favourite colours. And I'm not going to do the whole A5 piece, because of course that's going to take a little while, and you don't need to see me blending all of those. I'm going to give you a gist of what I did and then move on to an already finished and dried piece. So going through the stencil now, if I just lift that up, it's really pretty. Yeah, straight away is gorgeous. And then I'm going to take one of the smaller ones and go back over the top of that. Now you don't have to do this bit, of course, but this is what I like to do. So I'm going to just go into my blue next, with a dark blue, and pop that over the top. Now they don't line up exactly because they're natural shapes, but you can get them reasonably well lined up, so you get a little bit of dimension and different colours.
Would you go? So did you go light for the first layer and then darker for the second layer?
Yeah, because usually your lighter colours wouldn't show up otherwise, but mix it and match it, because otherwise you just... So with this one I've got the blue there, and then I'm going to do the teal over the top. So let me just switch up my brushes, and the teal is really a lighter colour than the blue, but we'll still be able to see it between the gaps of the lines, even if you can't see it where it overlaps. So I'm actually using a brush blender as well, and I find these really helpful for detail stencils, because it really helps to get in all the little nooks and crannies there. And I work in circles the same way I would if I was doing any sort of blending. That gets in at all the angles, so you can just about see the effect there of the blue in the middle. Now I'll just do one more. Let's do a teal, since I've got my teal there, and I'm going to overlap them a little bit. So I'm not worried about mixing my inks on my stencil. I'm not cleaning it between goes. I'm just go with it. there, and let's do a purple from there over the top.
This looks lovely, Lou, and when you're doing something like this, it's so satisfying because the stencils give you the exact look that you're looking for, because you're not doodling and you're using the stencils. They look fantastic.
Yeah, so with this, I've got some bits where I've slightly gone over the stencil and things, but I'm not being too precious about it because I've used my blending inks. I'll just pop these away. So once I've covered the entire piece, what I then did was take some water, just water spray, and I just spritzed these lightly, and that started to allow them to bleed a little bit.
Oh,
so I just left that. So I spritzed the whole thing. I left it to dry, air dry naturally. If I just bring in one, of course it does fade the ink as it dries. So I've got one here that I've done. So you've then got all your different colours with your hints of that dandelion shape. Now I'm not looking at it looking like the dandelion clocks or the fireworks, but I just wanted that starburst sort of pattern in the background. It's just a little bit different there, and I love how the colours run together.
Yeah, it's
really, really nice. Gonna have to put that there somewhere where I'm not going to lean in it, so it's going to go on the floor. And my stencil as well, because I need to remember to clean it now. So this is going to go onto my card. As you can see, I've actually already cut that out. Now I've used the slimline stitched edge, I believe, for that. But for my matting and layering, I'm going to pick out that teal, that peacock feathers colour. So I'm going to bring in all of my nesting dies. I say all of them actually. These only just squeeze on here. I need to find another magnetic sheet because I do back my magnetic sheets with board so they're not floppy, and that's how they say. So I need to do another one of these because I've got another set that, even although you're seeing all of these, I've got another set that didn't fit on here. So you're getting within that collection a lot of metal.
Yeah, you are.
So all I'm going to do now is, with them spaced out like this, I know this is a slimline stitched straight, it's that one. So these are all my slimline ones, and then to the right are all my DL ones. So this should fit nicely within a slimline one, and I'm going to go for scallop, I think. So if I cut that out, just by hovering that card over the top, I can see that's going to fit really nicely. So I can just pick that out. You can, of course, do the same if I wanted to with the DL, but it'd be longer. So I just have, if I did it with the DL, for example, hopefully you can see this, the top and bottom wouldn't match, but I'd have a nice little border at the edge that finishes just before the top and bottom, and sometimes it might be a look that you're going for. So it's well worth sort of having a play with the different variations. So pop these all to the side. I need a sturdier folder as well. I was a little bit surprised by how much that lot weighs. So this is just fitting on my sheet of cardstock, which is lucky. Didn't measure that very well, did I? I'll just run that through. Now, I've purposely not bought in my really big die cutting machine today. I've got my smaller one, and this one is the A5 sort of size platform, just because I wanted to show everybody that you don't, although they look really large, some of these, you don't need to have an A4 die cutting machine to use them. So if you've got a smaller machine, then you'll be absolutely fine. Just peel this off gently, pop my tape back. There we go. So within the scallop die here, we've also got that sort of wave effect. I don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, so you could use that as waves or just as a really nice border on something else later on as well. So that's really pretty. And then this will fit really nicely around that.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Yeah, it works perfectly, doesn't it?
It really does.
So we can put our card together now. So bringing in a card base, I've got quite a large card base here, so that's going to frame that perfectly. We're going to glue these down. I'm not going to use foam tape purely because that would just take me a little while to stick it and be peeling it off. But I think when you've got layers like this, when you've got matting and layering, you don't really always need foam tape between your layers because the contrasting colours will actually lift everything up and separate those layers for you anyway. So just using a wet glue. And because I've got a little bit of a white patch here, which is fine, that's just where the colour didn't reach, and I've got heavier colour down here, I'm putting it this way so that I always feel like heavier pattern and heavier colour should be at the bottom to make things not look top heavy.
Yeah.
But although I've done that as a tall card, it could also, of course, be horizontal if I wanted to. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you, however you feel it looks best.
Oh, I love that. And it's so nice, isn't it, Lou? Like you say, you can have them DL, you can have them landscape, portrait, it doesn't matter. They're both very, very effective and very, very on trend at the moment, these slimline cards, aren't they?
They really are. I've seen lots and lots of them about, and like you say, they're just everywhere at the moment, and there's some really beautiful, beautiful examples of them around. If you go on these inspiration websites and things, you'll find them everywhere. Just bringing in my sentiment stamp, so thinking of you today and always. I'm going to use that one. Picking it up, I just want to stamp this as many times as it needs, so I'm using my stamping platform. Just a tip if you're new to stamping, new stamps will often have a little bit of a coating on them. So it's a good idea to take an eraser, something like an eraser, and you can just brush over the surface and that will take off that coating and help your ink stay on your stamp. There we go. So I've just done that twice and I've got a perfect impression now. I'll just give my stamp a wipe very quickly. I'll pop that away later. So there we go. Thinking of you today and always. It's really, really pretty. I like that sentiment. I've got one here already dried. I've trimmed it down and I've just added a border, and that's of course the same colour border as the scallop one that I've got there. That one I think I am going to put down in foam tape there because it won't take me too long just to do this little bit, and I've got to bear in mind this is going to overlap the card a little bit, so I'm just going to keep my foam tape to one side slightly. I quite like overhanging pieces on cards. It's a bit of a favourite of mine because it's a little bit unique, a bit different. So this is going to go here, a little bit off centre. So I'm working with the rule of thirds here, just putting my sentiment about a third of the way down, and then I've accidentally spread around. I've got all these little gems. I didn't realise they were around and I've spread them everywhere, so I've only got 4, which is a little bit frustrating because I love to work in odd numbers, but these will have to do in a 4 instead. I'm not sure I even picked that up. There we go.
That looks
1,
great.
2, there and there. 1. There we go. So just 4 instead of the 5 that I'd usually like to do.
Oh.
So there's a background using that stencil, and then of course using the matting and layering dies again.
I love that. I love the fact that scallop dies. One would normally associate that with quite a traditional style card, but you've made something that's vibrant and very modern there, Lou. Well done. Love that.
Thank you.
Right, we'll let you get set up for the next demonstration. I told you we were in some great demonstrations. Right. Oh, we need to catch our breath with this. We are so busy. 60% of the stock of the one-day special reduced price for 24 hours. I don't know whether it's going to last the 24 hours. The first pair that you see right here has sold out individually. That's now gone. The only way to get hold of those two is in the one-day special. Now, we're going to divide the cost over 3 months. It's going to make it more affordable for you. We are aware that it is a considerable purchase, and we are aware that we're bringing you a lot at the same time. But if you were thinking, right, I really want this, but I want to get this pair today, that pair in another month's time, time. One, we don't know whether they're going to be at this price, so today's the day to buy. But what we'll do is divide the cost, not the stock. So you'll get everything at the same time. So $26.98 today as a Freedom member, that's all we need. And we'll send everything out to you. And then we'll take the next payments from your bank account. You might not even notice them gone. So we'll get all of that set up for you. 876850 is your item number. If you want to become a Freedom member so you can make that extra 10% on top of your saving of £10 for your one-day special, then it's 888 in your basket. Now, the stamp set that Lou was just using is a set here with your papers, that beautiful stencil. Those stamps are lovely. When you see the butterflies, the detail in there of the flowers, they're going to look so lovely with all your different colouring in and maybe embossing. You've also got your sentiments in there as well. That, I think, is a show pick because it is true value for money. Saving £5. I mean, it was great at $38.98, but you're saving £5. It's only $33.95, and a quarter of the stock has gone. Doesn't surprise me. 953318 sorry. Then we've got the Daisy May stamps. These are so super cute and so super busy. $33.99, saving £3 on the initial $36.99. But you can see there, you've got 39 stamps in total. So you've got the sausage dog there, you've got the Dalmatian, you've got the lovely, I'd probably say, a mixed dog at the top. Yeah, like a terrier, They're all mixed, aren't they? And then you've got the two little lovebirds, a bicycle in there, lots of worker stamps as well. 379792 is your item number. Then we've got the cross-stitch die sets. I love these. Oh my word, they're so different, aren't they? $24.98, 667626. These are your squares and circles. Same item number, you can go for the hearts and stars, that's my favourite, definitely. This is Lou's favourite, the tags and labels, $24.98, 667626 is your item number. Right, busy for you on day special, so here's your call. Let's see what the time is. Oh my word, is that the time? It has gone very, very quick. It always does when we're working with Lou. She's so interesting and so inspirational. As a reminder, you can watch this show again when you get your dies home. If you want to follow the demonstrations that Lou's doing and has done on the previous show, then you can do that. It's a lot of fun doing it that way. And Lou's going to be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock here on Hochanda. So let's head back to Lou for what might be the final demonstration of this show. So Lou, what we're going to have a look at?
So I've just seen the time and we haven't got very long, have we? So I'm going to do a technique, more of a tip than a full card for you. I'm going to show you how you can use these dies to make little envelopes and pockets and things. Ideally, I would like my larger machine for this, but I don't have it, so I'm going to have to cut my cardstock right down to do it. And I'm hoping I can still achieve it because when I did this at home and I worked it out, I did have my bigger machine with me. So I've got one of the scallop dies. Well, two of them actually, so I've got a larger one and a smaller one. Now, first thing I'm going to do is just cut one out from craft cardstock. So I'll run this through. It doesn't have to be craft cardstock, this is just an example for you. So pop that through there. I'm trying not to make the table wobble too much, but it does.
You're doing very well, Lou. You're doing very well, but I know what you mean.
It's funny, you don't notice when you're crafting on your own how much things move about and things like that. So so I've got, let me just release my tape here. It's stuck down quite well. There we go. Now, if I had more time, I'd be inking edges and things. But what I want to do is add a nice scalloped point to this to make it look a bit like an envelope. So I'm going to tuck the actual the die cut through the die there, okay? Because I only want this corner here to cut, okay? And I'm going to make sure this is a right angle by lining up. If I look at count the bumps on the top and I find the centre, so I'll just mark the centre which is there. Now line up that corner with the centre, and then you can do the same by counting the bumps down the side and work and just make them even. So make sure your die is hitting the same area here and under my thumb here as well, okay? And I'm just going to tape that down. Now I've just because I've bought my cardstock over the top of my die here, that's not going to cut. But I am just going to try to run my machine through. Now, because I've got smaller plates, I'm going to have to put it at an angle like this. In a bigger machine, I'd actually put it so that that point is going through first, like so. And I'd only run it through the machine. If you've got a manual one, through the machine to about here and then back again, because as you go over this area, you could potentially mark your cardstock. So if you've got it, scrap cardstock just underneath between your die and your paper again, just to help add a little bumper there, so that doesn't mark your card too much. But I'll try to just go through the machine a little bit and come back out the same way. If I bring my machine in, and then hopefully, is that high up enough for you?
Yeah. You've got about 3 minutes left, Lou, just to give you a time check. You can see there Lou's only putting the top part through because, of course, we've got the die at an angle. So this is really interesting. Maybe a technique that you've not thought about doing at home, but now you can.
Yeah, so this can be done with any of your dies. I really like it with the scallop die. But yeah, you can do it with absolutely any of them. So just popping that off of there. I'll tidy those bits up later. So I've got a really nice neat point there, and then I can take my scoreboard, but you can do it. I'll just take my bone folder off of there instead. You can do it by hand because you've got the bumps. It's really easy to line everything up. So I'm now going to bring up the bottom and almost fold it in half, like so, and just score at the bottom. And then I'm going to fold this bit over, like so, and score that again. And then we've got a little pocket. So all we'd need to do is just pop some glue onto the edges, a little button or something like that there. You can also, I mean, if we had more time, I was going to cut one of these pretty pink papers from this smaller scallop die. And then rather than having to cut it at the angle, you could simply snip off the corner there, pop it on the inside of the pocket. You could then put the same paper on the outside here, line that up, mat and layer there, and you've got a really pretty pocket that you could put maybe some stamped flowers in. Maybe you could have one of these little dogs peeking out as well.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
And you can do lots of little pockets. So you could make it for a little gift card or something like that. But just a different way of looking at your dies there, your nesting dies.
That is absolutely fantastic. What a lovely little demo to finish the hour as well, Lou. 2/3 of the stock has now gone. We've been extraordinarily busy, down to those great demonstrations, seeing something different, seeing how you can use your nesting dies in a different way. And down to the popularity of those DL-sized cards as well. Very, very busy. £80.93. Freedom members, you're saving an extra 10%. That's why you've got that extra discount. If you want to become a Freedom member today, 888 your basket and take advantage of that deal. Normally saving £10, Freedom members saving an extra £8.99, making it £18.99. So it is a great deal. We've sold out of the first set individually, the others, and the last set. So is that the first one and the last one? Don't touch that one, and that one we sold out of. So the only way to get those is in the complete collection. Don't delay. Get them in your basket. Divide the cost over 3 months of £26.98 each. 876850. Lou, thank you so much. Lovely demonstrations. Love your cards. Love your artwork and your inspirations. We'll see you tomorrow at 12, won't we?
Yes, absolutely. I'll be here.
Thanks, Lou. Have a nice night. Enjoy the few hours that you get, and then we'll see Lou back at midday tomorrow. Check out your baskets. Have a look at the other items on the show, because we're also busy for those as well. You can keep buying after the hour, but the discount is only for 24 hours. I don't think the stock's going to last that long. Stay where you are, though. We've got some great card stock coming up for you next. Right, Pink Frog Crafts Happy Hour coming up next with myself. Creative Nestables One Day Special after that. Back with Lou. And then we're going to Indigo Blue, brand spanking new.
Hi, I'm Nikki Hassan and I bring Spellbinders products here to Hochanda. Spellbinders are an American-based company and they have been in the industry for well over 15 years. Spellbinders have always brought us dies with stunning detail, but today you will find tools, dies and stamps within the Spellbinder range. What I love about Spellbinders is their partnership with licensed designers. This always keeps my creativity flowing. I hope to inspire you with lots of hints and tips on how to use your Spellbinder products. So join us for the Spellbinder shows here on Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select Settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Tula Pink is a fabric designer, a quilter and an author. She works closely with Free Spirit Fabrics to develop multiple fabric collections every year and is best known for her dark sense of humour, a flair for hiding animals within her designs and her bold, unique use of colour and pattern. Join me on Hochanda where I will be bringing you a wide selection of wonderful fabrics at fantastic prices.
Hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Paula.
And together we are Julie Hickey Designs. We formed our partnership after many years of friendship, after both of us being in the craft industry for well over 20 years.
We have a great partnership. I do all the day-to-day business side and Julie does all the designing.
Our range of stamps and dies are made to the highest quality. Our stamps are the deepest etch that are available and they are made in the UK. And they give you beautiful, clean, crisp impressions every time, and our dies cut like a dream. The thing I love to do most is to share my ideas, hints and tips with you, the Hochanda viewers, so I can inspire you to pick up a stamp and get creating. So be sure to tune in for the Julie Hickey Design shows
on Hochanda.
Jazz hands! Only kidding. It's a happy hour. Hello, everyone. If you have just joined us, where have you been all day? Have you been crafting? Oh, it's great to have your company. Why don't you send us in pictures of what you've been up to? I love to see inspirational crafts. Keep it clean, obviously. Well, it is past 6 o'clock, isn't it? Now, I want to see what you've been up to because it inspires us and it inspires other crafters as well. Yesterday, I was doing a little bit of decoupage on Millie's little dog bowl holder, so I changed that completely. So that looks really nice now. She's just had a new coat, so she thinks she's all posh and Lord of the Manor, you see, so I'm having to do up all her old stuff. I know. So what have you been up to? What have you been up to? Send us some pictures. And also, we were talking about paper facts earlier on in the show. Why don't you send in your best paper facts? Because we've got a show full of paper and it's always good to learn. So we've got paper and we've got card. So yes, paper and card facts. Actually, we've got some glue as well. So let's have your paper, your card and your glue facts. That would be really good. And the email, as always, is studio@hochanda.com. Yeah, you knew that. Oh, and we've got a clock coming in at the back. There you go. It's a happy hour, isn't it? So you've got 58 minutes and 31 seconds. This clock also shows you how much time you've got left with me. So, yeah, you've got 58 minutes and 23 seconds. Oh, dear. If that hasn't put you off, then let's head down the counter, shall we? Right. Now, this really is a staple for every crafter, isn't it? Super smooth card. Why is it a staple? You can use your watercolours, your acrylic paints, your pastes. You can put it through your printer. You can die cut with it. You can use your watercolours on here. You can doodle on here as well with your fine micro pens. Your jelly roll pens look amazing on here as well. You're getting 160 sheets. That's a lot. £13.98. And you know, with Pink Frog, you know that you're getting quality. In fact, I'm just going to ask a question to our lovely floor manager. I wonder if we've got the boards that show all the different mediums that go on super smooth. They might be here, they might not. If we've got them, we'll show you. But all of your mediums, your faux bleach on here, you've got your inks on here as well, your acrylics, all the different types of mediums, including using your embossing folder as well. 617168 is your item number. £13.98. Absolutely sensational. We've got some glue coming up, as you can see just there. But if you want to go for your super smooth card, pop it into your basket before it sells out. Paper fact number 1. Couples get paper gifts for each other on their first anniversary when they've got married. That's a paper fact for you. Should we move on? They're going to be good. They're going to be good. If you have any... Oh, are we on Facebook Live? Are we on Facebook Live? I think we are. We're on Facebook Live, which is great. Fact number 2, before we head into the glue. America, hello America, you use over 90 million short tons of paper and card a year. Wow! That's why recycling is so popular. Actually, we had some really good facts sent in by Deborah earlier on about recycling and how much water and paper and trees it saves. Right, we've got glue for you. This is your multi-purpose glue. If you've been thinking to yourself, look, I need glue for paper, I need glue that's water resistant, I want glue that's heat resistant, you want glue that's strong, you want it that's going to set quick, it's clean, it's clear, it glues cardboard, it clicks, sorry, it sticks. Was that boats? I felt, was it boats? Sticks boats. Leather. I don't know where I got boats from. Wood, leather, ceramic, glass, plastic. Then this is the glue for you. This is your Collao glue, and you're getting a litre. Now, at the top, you can decant this. Okay, let me just take this all the way off, because this comes all the way off. So if you've got any smaller bottles, you can decant that into it. But then pop that red on top like so, and you can see here, dare I turn it upside down? What's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing's coming out. Nothing's coming. I can put this above my head. All right. Nothing coming out. Then, when we twist it, you'll see this white retracts. I'm going to get nice and close. That's going to retract back. Now I'm not putting that over my head. No way. I'm not putting that above my head. No, no, no. Don't dare me. Not unless you're going to give lots of money to charity, then I'll do it. No? Okay, okay. £15.99. Mind you, if I do it, it might stick. No, you can't see the join. It's doing all right, isn't it? It's doing okay. Lockdown hair again. Right, 227990 is your item number. Now, do you fancy a quickie? Of course you do. We've got 5 for you. I know, sorry. Please don't send in an email. I'm only here for this hour. Right, 499194 is your item number. £12.49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quickies. Why do I like these? I'll tell you why I like them. First of all, I love the design of them. They're see-through. It looks blue when you put it on. It dries clear, so you can see in the quickie glue when you're running out. Then you've got another one and another one and another one and another one. The twisty top is fantastic as well because it's easy to get off. And when you twist the top off, there's a little nodule that will be on the end. You just get that off, and then you keep that off, and that's going to allow your glue to flow like a pen. It's great for glitter writing and foiling and things like that, or your precision dies. 499194. We'll do a little demonstration with that later on. £12.49 for 5. That is excellent value for money. Now, are we on Facebook Live? I think we might be. Hello to everyone on Facebook Live. It's great to have your company. Remember, we want your paper, your glue and your card facts. That would be great. Thank you very much. We've had a picture sent in. And it's not ready yet to show you, but we're going to show you that picture. I know, no one told me, but I'm just getting excited. We've got a picture sent in. Now it's ready. There you go. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Oh, that's from Shireen. Isn't that lovely? Oh, how beautiful. And that's what Shireen's been working on today. Thank you for sending us that in. That is really nice. Now, that butterfly, I've got a demonstration with a little butterfly later on. So great minds think alike. Very, very nice. Love that. Thank you very much for sending that in. Anyone else want to send in your inspirations, what you've been up to today? We'd love to see them. Right, we've got some more cardstock for you. This is watercolour card. You get 50 sheets. It's 280 GSM. And it's only £9.99, saving £10 for this hour and this hour only. Half price deal. It's great to get the right watercolour card, isn't it? Why? Well, if you're starting out, excuse me, watercolouring for the first time, you want to make sure that you've got the right paper. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed. You don't want to be disappointed. You want to be satisfied every single brush stroke of the way. With your watercolour card, A4 in size. Oh, I've got another fact actually about paper sizing, if you want to hear that. This is A4, okay? And the A goes before A4, A6, A5, A1, A3. It's a paper sizing system that originated in Germany in the 1920s. And then it was adopted in the 1970s as an international measurement of paper and card. They have different sizes in America, but as an international sizing, it was adopted. There you go, there's another fact for you. Another paper and card fact, this time on sizes. 669780, £9.99. Our Matt, floor managers, come up with a really good question. What does the A stand for? Didn't check that out, did I? It's called the A series, but it might be just because it's the first letter of the alphabet. It's a good point, Matt. Let's see if we can find out. Let's see if we can find. It might be area, like area 4, area 3. It's just because it's just called the A series. Oh, dig deep, Katie, dig deep. There might be something else in there. Don't believe everything you hear at first sight. Right, so some good facts coming up. Let's move on. Let's move on. Right, we have got some super smooth in A4 and A3. You get 40 sheets of the A3 and 80 sheets of the A4. Wow, what a deal. £13.98. That is fantastic. £13.98. There you go. So there's your A3 in international sizing. Have you noticed my hand looks a bit fake? I noticed that the other day. I noticed it the other day. I looked down It does. Just from a distance, it doesn't look like a hand, does it? It looks like a false hand, don't you think? Like a plastic hand. No, normally I'll hold something like that. But this, it just looks... It looks like a false hand. Look, see how... Look, if I stretch that out, that looks like a really long false hand, doesn't it? Do you see? Do you see? But no, go back to the perspective shot. Yeah. Look, that looks, look. Yeah. That looks like I've got a stretchy hand. I just noticed it the other day. Look. Oh, no. I need to bend my elbow. That's it. You ready? See? That does not look like my hand, because look. Right, because you can't see my arm. You see? I'm not making this up, you know. Oh, well. But it also demonstrates the size of the card, doesn't it? Andy, if you're watching at home, just go with it. Right. We love you. A4 and A3. But again, it's that super smooth, isn't it? So if you like your artwork, you want to do some larger piece of artwork, this is going to be perfect. With a frame around the outside, our lovely Hazel from Pink Frog Crafts teaches us how to make boxes, how to make frames. This is going to be perfect. Remember, these will take all your mediums as well. Great sizes. You can always cut these down if you want to. So you've got your A4 and your A3 in size. Love that. 462614. It is the price, everyone. It's an incredible deal. It's a happy hour deal, and you've got 47 minutes and 30, counting down now, 27 seconds and counting to get those deals. Apparently, we're very, very busy for that one. I knew we would be. It was the demonstration, wasn't it? I might show you a trick later on with my hands. I'll have to practice it first, like all tricks, off camera, and then I'll do it. I think you'll like it. I've got two tricks I could show you, but I need to practice first. Right, mirror card. Look now, you can see just how reflective this is, but if you move that, isn't that amazing? Look at that, so super smooth. It's almost like the helmet of a spaceman, isn't it? The visor, don't you think? £9.99 and you get 80 sheets. £22 saving on that. 680237. It's 270 GSM. Now, it's great for matting and layering. I've only got the white card here, but if you can see there, it will make a really nice, cool surround, would it not? Like to do your nesting and layering. In fact, if you're going for the one-day special, these will be absolutely perfect. Oh, look, there's that fake hand again. See? Yeah. All right. All right. If I had it that way, you ready? No, it's this bit of my arm you don't need to see. Sorry. No, it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. Actually, you can see the sheen. Can you see? I don't know whether I can get that for you at home, but you've got that beautiful reflection and that sheen. Great for your box making, great for your gift little boxes as well, being that gorgeous silver, which is lovely. And it does look like... It was a giant step for man, but a small step for mankind. It was not those words. Anyway, they didn't go there, did they? It was all in the studio. Right, let's move on. Is my opinion and my opinion anywhere? As Dusty Springfield once sang, nothing has been proved. Right, we've got some Oyster card on the still. Well, it won't be on a still when it gets to you. It'll be proper Oyster card through the post. But this is lovely. Here we go. 300 GSM, 15 by 42 centimetres. And you get 50 sheets. You get 50 sheets for that one, which is brilliant. 299 000 is your item number. Now we've